check out my penis? Why don't you Pokemon suck on my pussy?
Pokemon, fuck my ass.
What we need to do is get people to Pokemon my husband not cheat on me. I hope Bill Clinton.
When's the last time you think she saw Bill Clinton's penis?
He probably was like, "Can you take a look at this?" It's just leaking like fucking the shit that's inside of a glow stick.
Yeah, dude.
She's like, "Have you been cheating again?" He's like, "Kinda."
Whoopsie.
Let's just agree to disagree.
It depends on what your definition of the word pussy is.
I was laughing the other day about the way people say guilty is charged, but to do it with like an actual crime.
Yeah.
You know, like the detective like being like, "Yeah, we found 34 gigs of child pornography on your computer." And you're like, "Guilty as charged."
Well, boys, no reason to prolong the matter. You've got me red-handed.
Just in court. Your 6 counts of sexual assault of a minor. How do you plead? Guilty as charged.
Okay, well, you'll be going to jail for life. And probably raped mercilessly the whole time you're in there.
Well, it takes one to know one. Yeah,
Takes two to tango.
My client has a disease where he can only speak in idioms.
Mm-hmm. Glass house, that's another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That guy sounds like an asshole, but also a pretty cool guy at the
Does
same
a bear
time.
shit in the woods? That's
Does a child have sex with itself?
The bear shit in the
If
woods.
a child gets fucked in the woods and no one hears him,
It's sort of a Buddhist
did he
thing.
get fucked in the ass?
Confucius.
That's true. I don't know the answer to that.
And I think the answer, and then the other lawyer's like, yes, he does. They're like, well, you got me there. I guess I'm, again, guilty as charged.
That's all I had written down. So.
That was my,
I think that's
that
my
was
time.
my defense.
I think that's my time.
That's my time. Thank you. Give it up for your host,
What
ladies
else-
and gentlemen.
The judge.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Fuck, dude. I don't know.
I would also like to say, before we really get cooking here, I've had a lot of people on the road, a lot of people on the internet telling me
What'd they say?
Adam was wrong about the breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
But I want to bury the hatchet once and for all. We are not enemies, me and Adam.
Speaking of burying the hatchet, R.I.P. Gary, what's his name? Gary Shandling, who wrote Hatchet.
Right, hatchet.
I know he didn't. I can't remember the guy.
The guy that wrote Hatchet
Gary
died?
Paulson, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Gary
book.
Shandling died like 2 years ago.
I know. It wasn't Gary Shandling. It was Gary Paulson or Gary. I forget his name. But yeah, I mean, everybody reads those books.
I didn't
Yeah,
read
yeah.
that.
Those
Those
are the
are books for boys.
They're
What
books
the
for
fuck is
stupid
Hatchet?
boys, which
They're
is
books
great.
for the boys because it's like, oh,
They're-
this one's about a weapon.
Nah,
Yeah, they're
you
like,
know what
please
books
do
I
your
read as a
homework.
boy?
What?
Super Fudge.
I used to
By
read
Judy
all the
Blume.
fudges.
Dude, I can imagine Stop being disappointed.
I was
in
pissed
that.
off.
I used to read all the fudges.
He's like, when do they invent the fudge?
When do I get?
I think I said
when do they
this
get the
before,
fudge?
but I read all the fudges, and then
Are
I
You There,
checked
God,
out.
It's
Are
Me,
you there, God?
Margaret?
It's me, Margaret. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then my mom took me to the library to yell at them about
right.
me reading
You
a
learning
period
about
book.
pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son is gay.
I don't want him to ever know what that is. I don't want him to ever find out. It's a secret. Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Paulson. He died.
Gary Paul.
the
And
fuck?
then he
I've
died.
never
I saw
read
the headline and I said, "Oh, so we're burying the hatchet. Guilty as charged."
That's good. That's really good stuff. Let me please finish my
Oh
declaration.
yeah, continue because I feel like
Because Adam, I would like to say, for a second, I thought he made another crucial breakfast sandwich faux pas because he came in with a sandwich, and I thought, wow, he didn't even ask. Now
that was
but he offered me the sandwich. It was a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese. And as far as I'm concerned, folks, any vitriol you have for my friend Adam,
it's squashed.
it's completely squashed, and you should forget about it.
It feels good to have my record expunged.
It's expunged.
Yeah.
It's like it never happened.
It's like I killed someone as a child and then
Yes.
I turned 18.
Which,
And
by the
now
way,
I'm-
you know the what was his name? He like ran Nike, and he was
Jared
and then he
Paulson?
was the GM of the Blazers for a while.
Phil Knight?
No. Dude, this guy is a crazy story by Howard Beck of on Sports Illustrated. This guy, one of the most powerful NBA,
Mm-hmm.
he created the Jordan brand with Jordan, and then he went on to run the Blazers. He like killed a guy as a teenager. Went to fucking jail for like 30 years. Went to like business school or not 30 years, like a long time. Went to college. Went to like business school in jail. Came out and like just was like a brilliant guy. And he was hiding the fact that he had killed a guy forever. And he was like coming out publicly and telling everybody like,
but as a youth,
as like a troubled kid, he was just like, drunk as shit. He was like 14 or something. Just shot a guy from a rival gang, and then he just completely. And now he's like dedicated his life to like,
cleaning up these streets.
Yeah. But not in a Bill Cosby pull up your pants way. In a cool I invented Jordans. That is honestly
kids will listen to that.
Kids will respect the guy that invented Jordans and murdered somebody.
Yeah, that's why there's a little teardrop on every pair.
But no, that's fucking wild, dude. That guy just like
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I remember there was a guy on CNN that it came out that he killed someone.
Don Lemon.
No, it was Rick Sanchez. Do you remember that guy? Was it Rick Sanchez?
Larry Miller is the guy.
Or is Rick Sanchez the guy from Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty.
I would love to have a show on Fox.
Something Sanchez.
Where my goal is to be even more trolly and derisive than Tucker Carlson, and just every night being like, breaking news, Don Lemon is homosexual. Research indicates that Don Lemon is kissing and holding hands with guys. Just a picture of him up on the back.
A picture of Don Lemon on vacation.
He's holding hands with guys and kissing them, calling them boyfriend and sweetie, sometimes lining his asshole up with theirs and making his asshole kiss.
With theirs?
With theirs. With
theirs.
It's sort of an asshole.
I thought it was like his asshole was putting on
his
airs.
asshole had airs and graces.
Yeah.
He had a fancy asshole.
He probably does.
You know what? And it would work because it would... it's indefensible.
Right.
But then also it probably bothers CNN also.
That's true.
So you kind of cast a wide net.
The best of both worlds.
You kind of you make things worse for everybody.
Well,
which is what you should.
CNN
be
already
for.
did that because AT&T, their parent company, started OAN, which is the more Fox
that's so
News.
Fucking funny.
Yeah,
OAN
it's the same company.
That's
OAN is
so
it's the same
fucking
company.
The only thing I've ever seen on ONN is that clip of that guy that looks like he's like a fucking manager of like the used car division.
That guy rocks. That guy. Have you seen his Twitter?
Don't you dare come on my fucking show and say Donald Trump is responsible for anything.
Have you seen his Twitter?
And what's his name? His name's like
he's the screamy guy.
Glunt slave law.
Dude, I gotta find his Twitter. It's crazy.
Yeah, he has some like one of those weird like Texas Teutonic names.
That's awesome.
It's like leaf boop owner.
I have not seen much of. I see.
I just see the clips.
The clips look like a Twitch stream. Like the production value is pretty bad on that.
It's pretty low
network,
but it's the same. I guess it's the same company as CNN.
That's awesome.
So they're really trying to cover all their bases.
Yeah.
So Don Lemon is a colleague of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
What's the guy?
God, I wish I fucking remember his name. Someone showed me his Twitter the other day. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, because
he had
everything he writes is in that tone. But like,
he had some
it
like
could be like
he had some veteran on who was like complaining about I don't know like doing some like both sidesy thing. It was like a pretty like moderate take.
About Afghanistan. I saw
about Afghanistan, and he's like, how dare you? He's like screaming at the guy for blaming literally anything on Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And he's like, also thank you for your service because
of course he's stuck in a.
Thank you for your service. Fuck you.
Thank you for your service. You're gay.
Yeah. Coming up, the guilty as charged guy.
He's got a show now.
Yeah. So they're saying looking at child pornography is wrong. Guilty as charged, folks.
We're sorry. Are you the one looking at it, or are you just kind of dealing with it as a societal issue?
Well, I'll say this: guilty as charged.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. This guy's not on OAN. He's on Newsmax. Who I don't know.
Is Newsmax?
They're the same thing.
It's like
they?
the same. I think it's the same thing.
It's maximum news.
Oh, that makes
It's
sense.
as much news as you
It's
could
the
possibly
Max
get.
News.
That is an awesome name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Grant Shitfield.
Nah.
No, Stinchfeld.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Grant
Stinchfeld.
Stinchfeld. Yeah, it's like a fucking evil substitute
That's
teacher
so
name.
awesome.
Grant Stinchfeld.
I'm Mrs. Stinchfeld, and there will be no recess today. I'm taking away recess until you suck the president's dick.
Yeah, it's like from a kid's book about a bad teacher.
I'm Mrs. Stinchfield, and if you blame Afghanistan on Mr. Trump,
Oh yeah,
I'll show you my rotten old Halloween pussy.
Ew, dude.
My ode, it's made out of fingernails and cobwebs.
Oh man, an evil old lady's pussy is probably so
My
heinous.
gross old cobweb fingernail and the adhesive you find on the bottom of
The
a couch.
lips are probably browning
Yeah.
at the edges.
You know when you touch a part of furniture you're not supposed to touch and there's a weird smell? Some old upholstery chemicals.
Probably looks like if you put like lunch meat in the fridge without a wrapper on, how it just kind of dries out. You know that shit?
Now, moving on.
That's probably what her pussy looks like.
A retrospective on Gary Paulson's life. By me, Glenn Stinchfield.
Yeah, Stinchfield sounds like evil Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this show's just called Stinchfield.
Yeah.
Because you probably.
Stinchfield.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy rocks.
This guy was probably like as a kid. They were like, "Hey, stink fag,"
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And he got pissed.
and he got pissed, and he was like, "I'm gonna lift weights and love the Constitution."
Loving the Constitution is truly one of the gayest things you can do.
Yeah. Actually, I'm probably wrong. This guy was probably a rich family and a yacht and lived a nice life.
Stinchfield 1776.
Yeah, that's a great.
Dude, they love
fucking
they
loser.
love 1776
Who
because
gives
just
a fuck?
knowing the exact year of something, it like there's some implication that they have an understanding of history.
Oh man, everyone at the tea party was fucking gay.
Yeah.
All that good ass tea.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much fucking sweet tea they just fucking wasted?
They threw it in the harbor.
You think they threw scones in there with the tea?
That would have been a real
Because
party.
that would have pissed me off.
Not food.
If they also threw like some little cookie you dip into some tea. By the way, here's a move I've been doing on all these Delta flights. Thank you to everybody who's coming out to see me on the road.
Here's the thing: if they're gonna mandate the vaccines on the airlines, then they also need to mandate the fucking Stroop waffles that Delta only
Thank
has
you.
on select flights.
Exactly. Oh, that would be great.
If they,
But-
but
but
first of all, go ahead. Vaccines mandatory. You're bringing
Stroop waffles are
fucking
coming
Mrs.
everywhere.
Fields cookies.
Yep.
The P.
And finally, Nick, we have some middle ground on the issue.
We've had plenty of middle ground on the airlines.
That's true.
Delta's a great airline.
Delta's the best. but
JetBlue is the best. This is JetBlue
They don't
podcast.
fly. They don't know it's a Delta pilot.
This is JetBlue.
This is a Delta pilot. Please,
They're both
please give me
great.
gold medallion. I'm so close to gold medallion. I want
took
silver.
Southwest the other day. It was like a fucking megabus.
Yeah, it's like
They don't have seats.
megabus. That
Yeah,
stop is-
I do it with a coffee because I'm a little bit more of a
No.
Yeah, me and Adam
man
are,
about town business.
Me and
man.
Adam are more continental than you Southern
No.
European.
What are you
fags.
talking
Yeah.
about?
We're British.
Tea is so much. Then you would be drinking tea.
tea with milk.
Coffee with
British
coffee.
people
No,
don't even
British
know what
people-
coffee
They
is.
drink
They drink
coffee and
tea.
cigars.
They've never had coffee in their
They dip their
fucking
cigar
lives.
in coffee.
That's why they have
They-
coffee every 2 hours
What
because
do
they
you,
have to
what do
get
you
the same
think's in
caffeine.
that top hat? They got a French
My
press on
cock.
it. Yeah.
They carry
Yeah,
a
a
picture
nice
of my
Aeropress.
cock in every single one of their fucking top hats.
Top hats are really fun. That was like a period in history where they're like, well, we don't know. Oh, the cat just took your bacon, egg, and cheese.
I ate it already.
think
All right. Well,
done.
she needs to be hit, so she doesn't.
Where'd she
fucking-
go?
I don't know. Hold on.
Discipline your animal. Discipline your animal, Nicholas. That's the cat. What are you looking at? Do
I'm
British
trying to-
people eat coffee for real? Do they drink
No,
coffee?
they drink tea.
But do they ever?
That's why they. Well, I mean, sometimes probably, but they.
I don't know.
That's why they fucked India's ass is because they love tea so much.
When did they start loving tea? It's not that good.
Well, they drank pee forever.
Yeah,
and
they started with pee.
And they're like,
It's like pea, but it starts with a T.
Dude, I'm going to look this up. When was the first cup of tea drank in England?
That's a good Google.
I can't taste the difference between coffee and tea, to be honest with you.
That's
Really?
insane, dude.
Yeah.
Your tongue is so scalded.
Yeah, from years of not being patient enough with pizza. I'm still doing that.
Yeah, me too.
At fucking 33, there's just bubbles all over the roof of my mouth, and people are like, "Are you?" I'm like, "No,
It's bleeding.
nothing."
Okay, so they were having coffee apparently before tea. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
It first arrived in Britain in the 1650s.
Really?
When it was served as a novelty in London's coffee houses.
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fucking hell?
Wow. Nick by a nose.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had him by a nose. I had him lying.
Me by a nose.
I had him lying nose.
Lion nose.
Is a serious crisis. We have a shortage of real men in this nation. Too many men
Stitchfield.
lack the courage to stand up and protect
I want to go on his show and challenge him to a dick measuring contest. I'm like, we'll see who.
those around them. My good buddy always points out the definition of a man is someone who makes everyone around them just a little bit safer. So look at what happened on a Philadelphia bank.
What we need is guys around me
With
holding
hot
my
guys
hands,
that are
caressing the
ripped.
back of my neck, and kissing me softly in the ear.
My dad always made me feel safe.
Joe Biden is not that man.
Joe Biden, you can't even see his dick print.
We need strong daddies, preferably.
Strong dom daddies to keep us safe and tell us what to do at
Welcome
all
to
times.
Stinchfield's Hole. Protect my hole. Protect this hole, Mr. President.
Train over the weekend. A deranged sexual predator raped a woman while passengers stood by and watched.
Yeah, that sounds like that guy is an alpha male.
Yeah, if by
That
your
guy-
We have a real man. It's a guy willing to rape a woman in broad daylight on a train
And no one says anything.
and look at around the train and say, "Do something."
he's like, I'm keeping you all safe. This is my reward.
Go ahead.
I get pussy for keeping everyone
There
safe.
was a lot of people, in my opinion, that should have intervened. Somebody should have done something. It speaks to where we are in society. I mean, who would allow something like that to take place? So it's troubling.
Where was the
It's
rape?
troubling to say the least.
Philly, I
Police
think?
aren't releasing
That
the
is
surveillance
fucking
video
wild.
that captured not
crazy.
just the attack, but witnesses standing by and watching. The assault went on for 8 minutes, leaving the
Why does he
victim
talk that way?
unconscious.
8
Yeah.
minutes.
It sounds like his fucking. His
The
fucking
rapist got
nostrils.
his phone out and put on Rapper's Delight while doing it. He pulled down his pants, which were already at his knees, and he put on the song Rapper. I don't want to say the name here.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah,
If you're reading between the lines.
yeah. Rapper's Delight, a popular rape song among a certain community that shall not be named. I'm going to read.
I love
some
that news story is basically like,
If I was there, I would have fucked the guy up.
Yeah,
it's like
they're calling it the 9/11 of that woman's pussy. I want you to listen to some of the lyrics of the music they're playing in children's schools. I said a hip hop, the hippie, to the hip hop, you don't stop the rock, to the bang bang boogie, bang bang like a gun. Say jump the boogie, like jumping off a bridge, kill yourself to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. This is what they want your children listening to. What you hear is not a test. Tests bad, school bad, homework bad. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove. Which groove? A woman's pussy? The groove in her pants. He wants to hold a knife to her pussy groove.
It's despicable, folks.
This song sucks so much.
yeah, I mean they
It's
suck dick.
bad.
Isn't it like documented that they were just some fucking losers from
they're just-
Jersey?
Yeah. But check it out. I'm the CASAN, the OVA, and the rest is FLY.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever looked at the lyrics of Rapper's Delight. You just sort of let it wash over
Yeah,
you.
of
like,
course. You just go a hip hop, a boogity, the boogity bee, and then you don't know the rest of it.
Check it out. I'm the CASAN, the OVA, and the rest. I'm the Casanova Fly.
Fly.
Oh, nice.
That's me.
I'm an island boy.
I'm the Casanova Fly.
You know what the island boy's name is? It's
Those isn't that those two weird twins?
yeah. One of them's name is Cody, and his name is Cody Yak, like cocaine.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna get a fly
is
girl. Gonna get some spank and drive off in a deaf OJ. What is an OJ?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Chief. What's some spank? Is that pussy? Is that butthole?
Yeah,
Is getting spanked getting butthole?
I'm trying to find it in here for Stinchfield reading these lyrics and getting upset, but I don't.
Yeah, it's Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red.
The coffee isn't working yet. I can't find the right thing to be outraged. Stinchfield's hole.
Damn.
They all just want Joe Biden to go to the border so bad because of that picture of AOC crying at the border.
Right.
They're like, go cry now. Why don't you go now and do crying? It's like,
yeah, and they're pissed that, which is I think a really pimp move, is Biden made Kamala in charge of the border because he's like,
smart.
You fucking handle it.
Nice. Yeah.
Go ahead and handle it.
it's back in the day they called that a black bitch problem. We out back in Scranton. We worked in a paper factory. There'll be something that goes wrong.
Somebody shits on the floor.
Look, you know when the fellas had to handle a problem. Sometimes there'd be no toilet paper. Somebody take a dump on the floor, and you say that's a black bitch problem. Unless the guy that came through says, "Slick, I'm gonna clean up myself." Yeah, just go ahead and send a black bitch.
Did you see him? Do you remember that speech and he was like holding on to nothing, like he was like skiing?
Yeah, and then watching like
It's
people
awesome,
have
dude.
to pretend that he's not like just fucking.
He is completely
Just gone.
enfeebled.
Yeah.
he is like a step above my grandma who just fucking hangs out, watches Greek cooking shows on YouTube all day.
Yeah.
You know, Joe just wants to watch YouTubes of like fucking classic cars driving.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh hell yeah, Jay Leno's garage.
The problem, and you know, what'd be wild, and I mean, I hope it doesn't happen because it'd be a fucking nightmare. But if we did have like, hyperinflation or whatever, just prices go up like 50% overnight.
Yeah.
People are dying in the streets.
Yeah.
Like the infrastructure that would provide like news media would still exist, and they would just let fucking Biden be like, it's actually good that it's happening, and then you would have to cut back to fucking Don Lemon or Anderson Cooper being like, well, there you have it, it's actually good.
It's good.
It's good that it happened.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. President. They would just have to
Yeah, dude. If a real
zero commentary. Yeah,
we've
it's
just been
actually-
fucked for what is it? 6 years in a row. If like any kind of crisis happens, and they're gonna keep happening.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no way they're not.
Well, it's funny because it's like I don't know shit about economics, but so the argument is that it's not like printing money that caused inflation; it's supply chain issues caused by the pandemic, right? So it's like the pandemic fucked up supply chain, so now that the demand has returned, there's not enough supply, and that's what drives up the price. But it's like it's also. How is that like, oh, no, it's good. It's just that our fucking infrastructure is so incredibly feeble that everything is fucked in the ass.
Right.
So it's not the printing money. It's that everything else is
Which
fucking
seems
broken.
worse. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the fucking supply chain is. Basically, we're not going to be able to get some
Well,
shit.
here, let me put it in terms you can understand. Imagine a nerd's rope
I'm listening.
and the gummy part in the middle
Okay.
is, that's black people trying to feed their kids.
Okay.
And the individual nerds are, shit like food, gasoline, stuff like that. And now when the rope is in its natural state, it's fine. There's nerds where you can access any part of it. You can suck on any part of those and pull some nerds rope out.
Yep.
But imagine you've stretched the supply chain thin. Now you have a limited amount of nerds per area on the underlying, demand. And so plucking off, you go to this area.
It's harder. Other people are trying to suck the nerds at the same time.
Yeah, and then
you
that
might
creates
touch
panic,
tongues with another fat guy.
and you're gay. But
and then you turn gay.
sure, that's fine. That analogy works for me. Class,
Ew.
your essays will be due.
Ew, I don't want to touch tongues with another fat guy. Unless he's really cute. But what are the odds?
Like a Lady and the Tramp situation.
What are the odds? I'm the cutest fat guy.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a fat guy cuter than me. And now I'm kissing with some guy uglier than me and he's fat. No thanks.
Oh no way.
No thanks.
Yeah, no fat guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fat chicks welcome. No fat bros.
No fat guys.
Fuck. Yeah.
Damn. You know what I did? I went to the movies last night. Got some peanut M&Ms.
Classic move.
And then I ended up not eating them, and then I gave them to the cab driver on the way home.
Wow.
Wow, as a tip.
Yeah, I'm a New York philanthropist now.
I gotta say, I had peanut M&Ms also at the movies on Friday night, and I feel like peanut M&Ms fell off a little bit.
Wow.
Shut the fuck
I feel like they
up,
fell off a
Wow.
little bit.
Scorching hot
first of
take.
all, as if you were even ever a peanut M&Ms.
No, that was
Wow.
that was my favorite.
The audacity.
No,
to be
chocolate and peanuts
to
has
show
always been my
up
favorite.
and pretend like, oh, this thing I was never a part
This
of.
thing I was
had
never
nothing to
How
passionate
do
many
with it.
about.
times a year you think you would have peanut M&Ms, Adam?
During my peak,
Sure.
as a kid, all the time. That was my snack at the movies.
Okay, as a
I'd
kid.
get peanut
Let's say
M&Ms.
starting at 20 and up.
As an adult, as a grown up,
Mm-hmm.
less so.
Well, let's ballpark
I'm down
it.
to like once a month at this
Once
point.
a month. Okay,
Yeah.
Nick, what would you say your peanut M&M consumption?
What, now in my life?
Yeah.
Almost never.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a treat.
It's all about your youth for you as well.
No, a year ago I was buying the barrel at fucking Costco. I was having peanut M&Ms every day of my life. When I sat down to rewatch Master and Commander,
Right.
Mhm.
you know,
I remember that.
You had a little peanut M&M party.
my Master and Commander face,
I want to see that movie actually.
dude. It's awesome.
It's badass.
Yeah,
nice.
I had forgotten about it. I forget who mentioned it, and I was like, fuck, I gotta rewatch that. I think it was Sean McCarthy.
A bunch of people were tweeting about it a couple months ago. There was like people were rewatching it.
Yeah.
I hadn't even heard of that movie.
We got to buy a TV before we go upstate.
We don't have to buy a TV, dude.
I'm gonna
We're-
buy a
we're
TV.
So we can
bringing
watch Master
Gary
and Commander.
Paulson
so.
books.
We're not going to read books
I will-
together. We
I-
got to get high and watch
I
movies.
will
Yeah.
perform Master and Commander.
That I would
You're
like
allowed
to,
to
see.
do that.
That I would actually love to
That
see.
would be great.
The one-man show version of
What's
Master
the
and
And I
joke?
insist on doing all the surgery on Adam.
What's the joke that he tells when they're at the dinner in Master and Commander?
Dude, don't fucking ruin it
He
for me.
crushes.
Do not spoil Master and Commander for me,
All right.
dude.
We'll
I
watch
just
it.
said I
we'll
wanted to
watch
fucking
it. We'll watch it.
And you're over here trying to give away key fucking details?
There's he tells a joke at a dinner. I
Shut
remember.
up, dude.
Really
Don't even
murders.
fucking... Dude, do
Yeah.
not tell me what the joke is.
Don't worry, Adam's subconscious will make sure that he steals it later.
Yeah,
and
he'll
slips
do it
in
tonight.
I'll
there.
do it on tonight at Funny Moms.
Yeah.
What else is up?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Alec Baldwin's in the news.
Oh,
again.
man. That man straight up killed a woman. I hope he goes to jail. Right? Is he going to go
No,
to
I
he
jail?
just
can't. It's an
imagining him on
accident.
set being like, "Hey, I'm on Fifth Avenue. I can do whatever I want. I'm
he
on
was
Fifth
doing a
Avenue.
Trump impression.
Look at that. What is that? A lady there? Oh, look, I just killed her. Hey, you're really selling it.
It
oh
was
my
in
God.
character.
Yeah,
He's
If it was in
pissed.
character, Donald Trump should he's actually
Donald
liable.
Trump should be in jail. You can
He's
see-
if Alec Baldwin did it in character, we have to arrest Donald Trump
yeah, 'cause we forced Donald Trump to do it.
because he's such a good impressionist
Yeah.
Yeah,
that it's the spirit of Donald Trump taking over his
Alec
body.
Baldwin ashamed to have done something that Donald Trump would have done. I'm personally disgusted because this is the kind of thing. This is exactly the kind of thing he would do to shoot a woman, and I don't want to be associated with that.
Was it an accident or did he like?
I think it was between takes. I think he was making a joke too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he was fucking around with
I
a
think he was
prop
making a
gun and he
joke.
killed a woman,
He was making a joke. He's
Like,
like,
isn't
you
that
want to do another
manslaughter?
take? Boom.
isn't that literally manslaughter?
Also, the male director got shot right behind her.
How did
he was looking
it went
over
through,
her
it
shoulder?
went through her brain into the guy?
Did it go through her head and it hit him in the shoulder?
I have no idea because
I don't
you
know.
would think that he fired 2 shots.
I don't know, man, but
No,
that is
no.
fucking wild.
It's crazy. Yeah, I just missed it at first because every bit of news my girlfriend wants to tell me is someone dying. Like the girlfriend, like I wasn't listening to her about Gabby Petito for about 3 weeks.
It would be funny if every prominent.
Wait, what happened to
like,
the
prominent-
guy from Gabby Petito? He's dead.
He got
He's
ate.
dead. He got eaten by alligators.
He got eaten
Really?
by alligators. Yeah, that's why he's so good at hiding.
Wow.
Yeah,
So, but that had. Do you think he like died? You think somebody killed him, or you think he just fucking killed himself? Or
He probably killed himself. He just wanted to be with Gabby. I mean, they were in love with each other.
yeah.
okay,
Their love is eternal.
It's
he
actually
did kill her, right?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
500 years ago, that would be the most beautiful story in the world.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything more romantic.
It would have been romantic because it's like killing your girlfriend probably was like pretty commonplace back then.
Yeah.
You get a little out of control, and then it's like
Well,
for a guy
love
to
is
kill himself.
love is supposed to be passionate, and to be so neutered by aesthetics that you have a relationship with somebody, and then it immediately has to exist. In the cruel irony of living an off the grid life that's entirely documented on social media,
Right.
and so they can never access the real human emotion of passionate love until the very moment where he rattles the life out of her body.
It slips between his
And then he knows. And then once she's gone, he knows that he did actually feel something.
Right.
He's filled with not only guilt but this sense of loss.
Yeah.
And then he gets to begin the real journey as a survivalist, which is what they wanted together. He carries her memory with her into the true forest, which is the Carlton Banks Reserve in
Where the
Orlando,
crocodiles
California, which I think is just actually a part of the Disneyland parking lot.
Yeah, he died at the Safari Kingdom.
Yeah, he dies behind the generator in Disney World, being eaten by raccoons after they smell the Cliff Bar on his breath while he's asleep.
Damn.
R.I.P. to
Or do you
a
think
true
somebody
lover
killed
boy.
him?
Romeo and Juliet.
That's right.
You think someone killed Laundry?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody killed Laundry,
I don't
fed him to
think-
the
I
crocodiles.
don't think so. Actually, Stav, that is a big L for bald. Which is
I don't know why you asked.
part
You're
of the
telling
community.
Yeah, he was
about
part of
me.
the community
Yeah,
stuff.
What
you,
community?
You, Tommy from Martin.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. None of those guys have long
The
hair.
bald.
None of me. Okay, first of all, me, Brian Laundry, and Tommy from Martin.
Yeah.
That's a crew, dude. That's a good. That's those the boys. Yeah,
Coming to the stage.
I
the
have
bald.
nothing in common. Well, we're an improv troupe. I have nothing in common with those guys.
the original bald.
I have
peeps of
long
comedy.
hair. I have
Yeah.
long hair. Did
That's
Tommy
true.
have
You
hair?
always make me answer for Jewish people's crimes. Every time a Jew does something horrific,
I never make you do
you
anything.
put me on the stand.
I never make you do
I'm not in
anything.
Israel. I'm not doing that crap.
First of all, we know.
We never
did
put
you or
you-
did you not force a sex trafficked woman to perform oral sex on you in Israel?
No, I did not force.
Damn,
Well-
he's bringing out the big guns right away. The worst thing you did in Israel. I was going to say an
When I was
ambulance
19, I saw
He
a
didn't
sex.
force. All right.
I saw a sex worker.
Yeah, you. I that's
Briefly,
fine.
I briefly saw her
You
because
because you
it
busted
took
so
not a lot of sex. I briefly saw her, and we had a torrid.
No, that
affair.
was the best thing you did in Israel. Just going to the regular classes or whatever they make you go to.
Yeah,
that was the
taking
worst part.
Hebrew
Taking
class.
defensive driving in Israel.
Yeah, yeah. It took Krav Maga driving.
It just has a turret, and if you see a Palestinian child, you're supposed to fucking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the defense. You fire off a
Krav
little
Maga is
missile.
like fighting with no rules. Is that like their?
It's like scratching and screaming and spitting.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's
threatening
yelling,
threatening
rape.
to call your
a lot
lawyer.
Of, lot of hissing. And
Yeah,
spitting.
a man hissing might be
Yeah.
the fucking gayest
We
thing of all
we
time.
make a new fight style. Is you say rape if someone you scratch the Palestinian. You scratch the Palestinian. You say he's raping you. It doesn't matter.
You say
if
you are a
he's
girl.
Just a
8 years
black belt.
old.
Just a black belt on, a little karate outfit.
I remember there's a J-Lo movie called Enough where she had enough of her boyfriend abusing her, so she learned Krav Maga.
Oh, she learned Krav Maga in
yeah,
that.
in that movie.
Isn't there like, is George Clooney in that? Didn't she
No,
do a
that's
movie?
that's Out of Sight.
Out of sight.
Yeah, that's got a really hot sex scene in a bathtub.
Do you see her tits?
I think you do see J-Lo's tits, and you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Perfect ass.
Wow, dude, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself out there and say it.
I will say her ass probably got overrated at a certain point because she was like the celebrity stand-in.
She
for having the
insured
best
her
ass.
ass for $1
What was the
million.
movie called? So I can do some quick Google.
Out of Sight. It's less pornographic than pure sexy. It's very sexy scene.
I just want to see her breasts.
Out of Sight is also a very good movie too. Steven Soderbergh.
You don't really see her tits.
Do you not see her tits? She's in a bathtub and he's fully clothed and he gets in the bathtub with her.
Oh, it's a CF. What is it? Or I guess it would be a nude female clothed man. You ever jack off to clothed female nude man pornos. You ever see
Clothed
those?
female nude man.
CFN.
That's my default. Yeah, that's one of my default searches.
Honestly, I do. It is not bad to get sucked off by a fully clothed woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
It's got to be a uniform,
No, even just regular clothes.
like a flight attendant or
That's all. That takes to the next level.
Mhm.
But I think regular clothes is nice too.
McDonald's uniform.
McDonald's uniform. She's got Down syndrome. She's got a mop.
Ooh, I love a lady in uniform.
Yeah. Well, okay, Crystal, you got to clean the whole bathroom. It's not just the toilets, but also what makes the stuff that goes in the toilets. I have a job.
That's right, Crystal.
I have a job.
Okay, for this part, you have to use your mouth.
Oh my God, they feel so good. They feel so good. It feels like-
Who was the guy giving directions?
It makes me feel. It makes me.
The manager is making the retarded
makes
girl
me-
suck a Mexican guy's
It
dick.
feels like Karl Marx on my penis.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice evolution of the character.
That's giving
Yeah,
that
wow,
character
that's
too
it.
much credit.
That's how he talks these days. He's leaning into it. 6 years ago, he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" That's why he's like,
I'm Ryan Chuck.
he was Brendan Fraser until 2 years ago, and now he's
Chicano.
discovered he's natural timber.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah. Do people post that picture of Brendan Fraser all the time now?
Which one?
Well, him like currently.
Oh yeah. It was a chubby
Because
guy.
he's fat.
Yeah, well, he looks like Patton Oswalt now.
He does kind of look like Patton Oswalt.
Mm.
But you
He
know
looks
what, man?
happy, dude.
That's
Imagine-
that's the thing. The point is to be hot for a second,
Yeah.
and then always remember that. Get a bunch of crazy pussy while you're that hot, and then come over to our side, man. It's fucking nice over here.
Kill some mummies. Dude.
It's fun to. You're happy. You're
I
content
imagine
fat.
myself gaining 200 pounds and having a lunch of champions with me, Brendan Fraser, and Haley Joel Osment.
The fellas.
Mhm.
Haley Joel is pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know but that's the thing, dude. He's definitely getting a nonstop stream of pussy just because he's Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Even though he's like weird looking, and his
He
face,
looks like- he
his
looks
face stayed the size of a child's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's surrounded by a fat
He
man.
looks
Does he
like-
still have does he have like a developmental?
No,
He
I
doesn't
think he
have
just
like
has
a
little
Gary
eyes.
Coleman.
I think he just has little eyes.
He just looks boyish still, yeah. I guess a lot of child actors kind of have that.
Yeah, because they peak as fucking babies.
Mhm. They get frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My friend,
You know what? Should I get an icy machine for in here?
Fuck yes.
Speaking
yes.
of
so
getting
you
fat,
should get. My friend got one from it was made by the
I don't
Margaritaville
want to do
Corporation.
it anymore. If you're a
Sawyer's
fan,
got a Margaritaville.
So it's not an
fro-
icy machine. Just to be clear.
No, but you can make alcoholic or
Just
non-alcoholic
to be clear.
He wants
Frozen
an icy
drinks.
brand with the little
With the
fucking
bear.
with the bear. Yeah,
the
that's cool.
snowboarding bear.
Yeah.
That bear is pretty cool.
God, dude, the times you got to have your mom let you have an icy at the movies.
You're being real good.
Now, I'll tell you, I've probably only had 2 ices in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. I just love the way they look.
The look is great.
Yeah.
I didn't like the straw that had a spoon on the end.
I love that part.
I just
Mm-hmm.
you can use a regular straw. You don't need that spoon. And
fuck
also,
is
it's
wrong
a
with the
tiny
straw?
spoon.
You don't even see the spoon. Dude.
You don't even
It goes in the cup.
It's part of the cup.
Why are you
It's
trying to throw
probably some
salt?
kind of
Yeah.
engineering?
Because when you're at the bottom of the icy,
there's probably
the
a fucking
spoon is-
reason for it.
The spoon is fucking with you
The only
getting
thing-
all the
the
bottom
only thing
parts.
you
then
are
you
a-
drink it. You hold it up and you
are-
fucking drink it.
You're a
It's melted
negative
by that.
Nancy.
you
You're
got
a
to take the thing
naysayer.
off. You're getting stuff
You're
sticky.
you're a naysayer. You're a pessimist. The only thing that you ever gas up is yourself.
Wow.
Everything is
Wow.
constantly like, I think I look pretty handsome today. It's a shame that there's
I
a
don't say
spoon
that
on the
kind
end
of
of my icy straw. That's exactly.
I always assumed it was some kind of engineering feat to make it easier to suck down the fucking ice.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't think it's a spoon.
Oh, I thought
I think
that
it's a way for you to get
spoon.
more icy in your
I
fucking
thought
mouth.
that it's a miniature spoon that you
No.
could use with a straw. If it's too frozen or something.
What the fuck?
That's
that-
where my brain was always.
Well,
at.
it was wrong.
I guess I just had a fantastical mind.
You know what I kind of want to do is take a couple of Percocets and reread the Mouse series of comic books.
Yeah. Just get back in the Holocaust.
They were great, dude.
They were
really
but it's
good.
depressing.
Yeah, I remember having
Really
to read them
sad.
for school.
Yeah.
And the like, so when it's fall, I get like, maybe this is probably not your experience, but like there'd be like a trick in my mind every year where I'm like, this is the year I'm not a fucking just like, I don't fail everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my
I'm
shit
gonna
together.
commit myself.
I'm gonna do school this year, and I always have like a month where I'm like doing the homework, and then that falls off.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, when fall rolls around, I'm like, I'm gonna learn something.
Yeah.
And by learn now, I mean just read books I had to read as a literal child.
As a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been reading, but it's nice because I don't retain anything.
I don't retain anything.
It's just
No,
like a nice.
nor do I.
And it's nice because you
ride
can
through
read
the
bigger,
book.
you can read huge books as an adult because it's like your brain's not doing any work. It's like, yep, sure, whatever you say. Righto.
That
Guilty as
happens.
charged.
Yeah.
You just cruise right through something.
Yeah, I'm reading that book about how Charles Manson might have been like
In the CIA.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
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 and it's cool, but there's so many names. I was like, I'm not remembering.
There's a lot of
who's
names
who.
in that book.
Jolly. Did you
I
get
don't
all
remember
the shit
that.
about Jolly, what's his name? Jolly West?
I don't think so. I'm still in like chapter 6.
That's where it gets really wild.
That book's cool.
Yeah.
Jolly is a great name.
He wrote. I didn't read his other book, Helter Skelter.
He didn't write Helter Skelter.
He didn't write
He didn't
Helter
write
Skelter. No, you don't know what you're
it's
talking
about Helter Skelter, and it sounds like you haven't even read this book.
You haven't read
because
Chaos at all.
He
Yeah, the
talks
whole
about
thing
how
is-
Helter Skelter's bullshit.
Look at Adam.
Wait,
Adam is
what is
panicked.
what's
He
no
is
what's the
panicked.
other
Adam
book
is
you
lying
read?
about having
Absolutely
read Chaos,
panicked.
and
What's
he's
the other book
panicking.
you read?
Huh?
You
He
wrote.
didn't write any other book. He's been working on this
He's
book
a
for 20
journalist.
He was a magazine
Yes.
writer.
Yeah.
You read the Wikipedia page. You just, oh man, I'm sorry for you.
You did get
don't
caught.
don't.
You're,
No,
you
you're
get caught on
embarrassed.
4K.
You got
I
caught.
read that. I definitely read
You
that.
did
book.
You
not
did.
read
You
it.
absolutely
You
did.
because you know what's his
Because
name?
I've
Vic,
barely
what's
started
the name of
reading
the
it.
lawyer the guy that wrote
Bela
Helter
Lugosi or
Bela
whatever.
Lugosi, Vic Bela Lugosi, who wrote Helter Skelter.
The whole
Right,
point is
that's
how
right.
it's
Now
bullshit.
I remember.
No,
now.
No,
you
you
don't.
don't.
No,
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 you
no.
don't. You definitely don't
You don't.
remember now.
Yeah.
You've been caught in a lie
Okay,
red-handed.
well, do I have the book in my shelf?
It's one of the most fundamental
I didn't
fucking
read- I didn't-
details of the book is how
No.
Helter Skelter's bullshit.
The only two things I remember from the book, is that Helter Skelter is like the definitive text
No,
of the Marilyn Manson, or I don't even remember. I
Marilyn
don't even know
Manson.
Charles Manson's name.
Yeah.
I will continue to say Marilyn Manson forever. I don't have that detail, but I know that Bela Lugosi, the fucking Dracula, wrote
Yeah,
wrote
Bela
Helter
Lugosi.
Skelter, and he's like a weird asshole that threatens to sue the fucking
Right.
author of whatever the Irish faggot that wrote this book is.
Yeah, I don't know the guy's name either.
Leo McGonigal.
Yeah.
So if you don't retain that detail,
O'Brien.
that's the
That's the only thing.
that's the drama of the book.
That's
The book-
how it starts. That's right.
no, it's
the
that's
central
it's
thing.
the main
Yeah.
part of the book.
The whole book
Wait.
is basically saying how is disproving Helter Skelter.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I read that book.
It's funny too because it's such an inconsequential book. No one's like going to be like, "Wow, you read Chaos."
No,
Right.
everyone
It's a
read
fucking
it.
beach read that
No,
takes
it's like a bullshit little read.
I took
walk.
it to Costa Rica with me,
yeah.
Yeah.
and I did not.
Oh, now
finish
you're gonna
it.
pull. I
No,
was
yeah, I
fucking
went to
my big
Costa
titty
Rica.
girlfriend the whole time, and
I didn't say that her
read it.
titties are big.
And you guys were just looking at pictures you creepily took of her on your phone masturbating while I was in Costa Rica.
What? We were just talking about the book.
Yeah,
Is
it's
something
true.
else
That's what
going
you're-
on?
You guys
Oh,
were
now
looking
you're
at
gonna-
those
Is
pictures.
something else going on, Nick?
Now, no. You're fucking
Nick-
playing Wind Waker, or what is it, Breath of the Wild? I don't even remember what I played. I
was
played through
playing-
Metroid Dread. I forgot I had pre-ordered that.
Do you go zero? Is there a zero suit option?
Yeah, when you die. That's what I love about Metroid is when the woman dies, she's punished by being stripped of her clothes
That's awesome. Do you get how long do you see her?
just for a split second, but
Could you
enough
beat off?
enough for me to boost.
Yeah. That's
Space-
definitely the kind of
space
shit I
bust.
would do as a little kid.
Yeah.
I had an emulator where it was like you played cards, and if you won, it was like strip poker.
Wait, hold on. What you had an emulator where you play
It
cards?
was like a Japanese game, like an emulator that had a ton of games, like 1,000 games.
But it was like an SNES emulator. Or?
it was just an arcade game.
Dude, I remember discovering emulators, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!
Yeah, it was the best.
This is the most amazing
It's
thing."
the
ever."
best. It's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I played. I know because I never had Super Nintendo, so I played Super Metroid on an emulator for the first time. Great. Have you ever played it? So good.
Maybe I'll play it.
This shit was good, dude. Metroid Dread was fun. Yeah.
Well, I just want to see her tits. And you know, we should get. Why isn't there a Samus movie? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some bitch
Well,
with big ass
Lara
tits.
Croft was, they did Lara Croft. They didn't show. You don't get to see Angelina Jolie naked.
You see her
And
tits
then
from the.
sort of,
There's a
I
side
think,
boob.
sort of a bit of poetic justice. She got breast cancer. Sort of a bit of the justice of poetry
Of
for
poets. Well, you do see the side of her tits. I jacked off to that a lot.
In Tomb Raider.
Speaking of things you jack off to, I had
you
on
see
VHS.
her tits in that
Gia.
famously in that lesbian
Gia.
model movie Gia.
Of course, we've
Yeah.
all beat off to the still.
Gee, I'd love to have sex with that bitch.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct.
And if Angelina Jolie is listening to this, I apologize. It's not me saying it. Adam writes the show.
Yeah, if you're listening, Angelina, I don't apologize and come here and get this apology.
I would
earn
love to,
it.
I would love to
Yeah.
end this show and then somehow do like a long interview in like Details magazine about how Adam wrote the show, and I didn't want to say any of that shit. But that's show business.
Of course.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Apologize for being a millionaire?
I was a studio head.
Just a lot of black and white pictures of me smoking cigarettes in a Motel 6.
Details magazine, huh?
Highlights magazine.
I got
Which another thing you've never
Your
read.
dicks are both details.
I read that at the dentist.
Your dicks are both details, and
As
my
a
dick is
kid.
kind of the whole
That's where I got all my
overarching
news.
story.
Yeah.
Well, your dick is Goofus and my dick is Gallant.
No chance, dude.
Goofus doesn't get hard at all.
No way.
Gallant gets hard.
First of all, Gallant.
Goofus is gay.
No, Gallant is definitely gay. He looks better.
Gallant is the gay guy that gets to have sex
A
with anybody he
Goofus.
wants.
You're telling me Goofus doesn't sound like a big goofy dick?
No, it doesn't.
Like a big retarded
It
cock?
sounds like a small one with like ooze
no,
leaking out of it.
no. It sounds like a big unwieldy goofy ass dick.
How about this?
Like a
How about fuck you? How
fuck
about
you,
that?
bro.
How about
Fuck you, Chief.
fuck you?
Nah.
That's that video the
Actually.
guy's doing.
Yeah, the guy's going back and forth with the fingers. Is
Yeah,
awesome.
I love that, dude. That's peak alpha male, Mr. Stinchfield.
Why?
We have a crisis of no guys.
Yes, he has a tweet that says, "Never apologize for being who you are."
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
That's awesome. A
Really?
Lady Gaga ass tweet.
yeah.
Well, by now you have probably
now.
heard of
Why
the
does he
term
fucking
critical
talk
race.
like that?
By now,
you probably figured
out that I have a bunch of cum
There's cum in my. I sound like Pee Wee Herman.
It may sound like I'm dying of COVID, but it's actually bust.
This idea that America is and always has been a racist nation born out of racist ideas. It's
When the reality is, that's what we want it to be.
bad the CRT fanatics claim that the
CRT.
oppressors must be
Why these
destroyed.
motherfuckers
The
love
problem with
critical
this
race
radical
theory so
make-believe
much?
view
Because
of
it's all controlled opposition. None of that shit's fucking real.
Yeah.
It's not real. They make up a fake thing, like Biden needs to go to the border. It's all
Right,
fake.
right. There's the thing of the this week or whatever.
Yeah, you got to reduce all politics to just this childish nonsense.
Critical race theory. What about CBT? Cockball torture.
So we're being punished with this so that Bill Gates and Bill Clinton can go back to having sex with kids. we made the mistake of peeking into the Christmas presents too early by exposing Epstein.
Right.
And so now the public is being punished with a fake pandemic so that all these people can go back to raping children. And
That is true.
You're
I
not going
bet-
to have a fucking bank account. You're not going to have any private. They're going to take every single thing away.
Dude, I bet you March 2020, that was when they were all fucking kids.
Yeah.
You know, they all had their own little private. Then
For
that's
sure.
when you go to little
Dude,
island.
they were having a real beach party.
They definitely were.
Is that the accused oppressors are not really oppressors at all. We are job creators. Mostly white, we believe in God, and we cherish freedom. All things to the Marxists that make us evil.
This
And
guy's
to them,
awesome,
in the
dude.
quest to destroy
He's just
capitalism
talking in
and our society,
buzzwords.
the evil oppressors
Evil
must be
oppressors.
canceled, even arrested, persecuted, and that's the message our own president sent today.
I've said it before, and all my colleagues here know it.
Sorry.
According to the United States intelligence community, domestic terrorism from white
Willing
and the homeland
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah,
Man, fuck, I can't scrub. Right? That could have
China
hit
just
that.
That
sent
would've
a
been
missile
good. I know
around
what
the
you're
globe,
saying.
and this is what
I
he
said it
focused
before,
on.
babe.
The reality is the so-called oppressed actually become the oppressors under critical race theory. They want anyone who speaks out and responds.
Just imagine-
This is literally just
Imagine-
us being like, actually, you're gay.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no,
I-
your thing is gay.
Actually, it's the blacks that are gay.
Imagine just a black lady that loves Greg Stinchfield, and
Yeah.
she's just like,
Mm-hmm.
read
Read your book, Greg. Read your book.
Greg. That's right.
Tell him, Greg.
Who's consuming this? Whose favorite guy is
Is
Greg
Newsmax
Stinchfield?
actually on TV or is it just online?
from social media,
Stinchfield.
and sadly, even put in jail. Joe Biden's government agrees the deep staters inside it are aiding and abetting in the nonsense. You probably remember this 3 weeks ago. The National School Board Association sent a letter to the Biden administration begging for help from the FBI with the big scary mob of moms. And
This part is bullshit.
What?
That Merrick Garland's like, yeah, we're gonna look into people protesting at PTA meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Merrick Garland, the fucking judge that they wouldn't let on the Supreme Court?
Yeah,
No, I think he's the guy that he owns all the Kent's Steakhouse dressings.
Seriously?
Yeah, he invented hollandaise sauce.
Wow.
That's what his
Wow.
name sounds like to me.
You guys can't see it, but I'm taking my hat off
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting it over my heart and I'm saluting to him.
Mm-hmm.
I had a weird.
Adam's reading the Wikipedia page for chaos.
No. I'm reading about Grant Stetchfield.
Shut up! No, you're not.
Oh, he was on NRA TV before he went to Newsmax.
Hell yeah! Isn't that
And
what
he
that?
once tweeted, "Let's send a note to North Korea that Sacramento changed its name to Guam." I don't get that.
Let's say he wants,
Sacramento to get blown up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
because
wants-
it's the capital of California.
which it's like, I don't think people even in Sacramento would care.
Yeah, if they got bombed.
Sacramento sucks dick.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, nuke us. Who cares?
Yeah. Why'd they make it the capital?
That's how it is everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Except
always
Ma-
a
dude,
shit
I was just in
place.
Madison. Awesome.
Nice
capital.
capital.
All right, we don't have
Beautiful.
to suck Madison's. dick.
Madison was great. Dude.
You love it?
We all know you're trying to kiss the mayor of Madison.
Mhm.
He's a hot guy.
Is everyone there really into Billy Madison?
They all love Billy Madison.
That's
Everywhere
great,
I
dude.
went, they were like, Veronica Vaughn is so hot. Want to touch the hot. Dude, that'd be awesome. If you go to Madison, every girl looks like Veronica Vaughn.
Oh my God, the hottest girl of all
Dude,
time.
then I'm retiring.
The
to
number one
Madison.
hottest girl of all time.
And I did have some cheese curds that fucked my stomach up. They taste really good the second you bite into them, and then the cheese hardens in your mouth.
Dude, I had some.
You gotta
hush-
get 'em
I had
hot.
perfect hush puppies.
I
the
did
other
eat
night.
them hot. What the fuck do you think I had them?
I mean, you
cold?
got to get them hot, but by the time
No, I'm saying they cool off in your mouth and it fucks up.
oh, in your mouth.
I had perfect hush puppies.
From where?
Just some bar. They just had
Damn.
hush puppies.
That's
but they were-
nice.
They were
That's
really
nice
good.
when you just stumble on the perfect fucking.
There was a
little
bar in
item.
Austin that had the best fried okra I've ever had in my life. I
Fuck
can't remember.
yeah.
Maybe it was Hole in the Wall. I can't remember where it was. But yeah, that was always a treat. Nice fried food.
I love a
Recollection to cruise out their last 10 minutes.
Let me
of the
think. Let me
podcast.
think what my favorite fried fucking shit that I had recently was. I do like a nice. Oh, you know what's awesome? It's like a fried zucchini blossom.
You know what might be a little bit too much flavor?
Those are
but
great.
Deep
My
fried,
balls.
deep fried banana ring peppers. Banana peppers?
Where you get them
Like
in some
onion?
calamari.
Or like onion rings. But
Yeah.
yeah, deep fried is.
Well, some place I know. I don't know which somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Threw some of those in with calamari, and it was nice every like fifth one to get it. But yeah, you're right. You can't just have
Yeah.
You can't have like a serving of those.
Mm-hmm.
But they are delicious as a little mix.
Jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers, those are good too.
I really can't eat jalapenos anymore. They fuck me up.
Crab rangoon.
Almost everything fucks
That's
me
true.
up.
Yeah. No, I mean my stuff. I was fucked the whole day after I had those cheese curds.
Yeah.
I had to go. I went on a nice little bike ride. I went to the Ulbrich Botanical Gardens
In
in
Madison.
Madison. Yeah,
Wow.
they have, dude. Any city that has electric bikes, I feel at home at.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the electric bike bitch. I rode that bitch a little. I did a little 30-minute bike ride over to the fucking Botanical Gardens. Walked around, chatted with my little brother. It was nice. I had a nice little afternoon. But then
That's nice.
when you have a great day on the road and it's like 5 or 6 p.m., you're like,
I don't
this is
want to do
awesome. I want to
stand-up.
go. I want to have a nice dinner and I want to go to bed at like 10, and then you're like, ugh, I have to.
You have to entertain the
I have
masses.
to stand up. But that club was fucking awesome. Comedy on State. So that's the one club you're like, fuck, I don't even care. I love doing this shit no matter what.
Did you also go to Comedy on My Face? And,
Comedy on, I did.
And everyone did that to you?
No. I went to Comedy on Your Face.
Ladies and gentlemen, he
I
already
busted
answered.
on your face.
He already answered yes.
You said on my face. You said
that's the name
in
of the
quotations
venue,
my
and
face.
the person that performs there is the one whose face.
No. It's the venue where people come on your face.
How about you don't,
specifically.
ladies and gentlemen, Scotty?
What's up with Seth Green?
I don't know.
Did
We
he
should have
ever
him on the show?
Did his dick ever get leaked in like a fappening situation?
We should have Seth Green and Beetlejuice.
Hopefully.
Folks, we got Seth Green and Beetlejuice.
We should make them celebrity box.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Celebrity fuck.
Celebrity fuck.
Cumtown celebrity fuck.
That would be cool.
We should do that, and we should just hire somebody that's really good at After Effects to make fakes of celebrities, and we, you narrate it like celebrity deathmatch. Yeah. But it's celebrity.
Wow, look at his cock.
Look at his cock.
It looks awesome and juicy, is
Yeah.
what Adam just told me.
And it's Alec Baldwin putting a gun in that woman's vagina.
No, it's not that.
It's that. Hey, look, I'm Donald Trump. Look, I'm Donald. And he's blown her back out, literally.
You don't think he's going to go to jail at all?
Why would he go to jail?
It's the prop master's fault. It's negligence.
He killed somebody,
Yeah.
dude, with a fake gun.
Yeah, but
between takes.
Think about the amount of harm he's offset with his impressions on SNL.
Yeah,
that
it's
is true.
He
You're
saved
right.
lives, literally.
You're right.
He saved millions of
That's
lives
a great
in the
point.
pandemic.
There is the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
Or
And the good ass impression is mightier than even the pen.
Mm-hmm.
The good ass motherfucking impression that wasn't just a really shitty version of Anthony Atumiak's impression.
Anthony Animaniac.
The new guy is good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Maybe that's why he was trying to act out, get some attention.
Oh yeah, SNL hired a new Trump guy. So the blood is in Lauren's hands.
Because that guy James, whatever his name is,
James, yes, I don't know. He's funny. as
James
shit.
Earl,
James Earl Ray.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, that's probably who did it. It's his fault.
Yeah, he's feeling sad that he got shunned.
Yeah,
That he got shut out by Lauren.
and so
Yeah.
Alec had
There was
to,
a
had to do
resurgence
that.
because I guess they put Mel Gibson in the latest John Wick. There's been a
Oh
resurgence.
shit!
of-
Hell yeah!
Which initially starts this string of tweets that are like, "This proves cancel culture isn't real," and then all the same people are like trying to get Mel
Trying to
Gibson
get it
fired.
canceled,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. And so Mel Gibson's like the string of basically his greatest hits essentially.
It comes out. Yeah.
The
pack of
packet
right.
email or voicemail or whatever. And,
Yeah.
all the
pack.
other. Yeah,
Dude, pack.
right. It's so funny. Pack is worse than the N word.
Pack
like
is so
animals.
much worse,
Yeah.
dude.
They're just like wandering around in Tarzan clothes, like
Yeah.
they just like see a woman and rape her.
A fucking pack. What did he
A
say?
pack.
And then he said a bunch of shit about Jews, right?
Yeah, he did. Well, his dad is a Holocaust denier, and there's like an interview with I guess like Katie Couric or something.
And his dad was like alive just straight up during it too, right?
Yeah,
Like, his dad must have been like just like 20
But-
during
Yeah, but he was in
40s.
honestly,
Australia.
what he says is like totally reasonable. She's like, "Well, you can, like denounce your father." He's like, "It's my dad." He's like, "Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave it alone."
Yes.
He's like, "I'm not gonna get on TV and shit on my own fucking dad. I don't care what his opinions are."
Right.
But they just can't leave it alone. Drive him to drink and drive, and then he's just trying to get some fucking seclusion up on the PCH, and guess who pulls him over?
A bunch of Jew
A
cops.
bunch of Jew cops, and they're like, "The fine is 85 cents."
You know how fast you were going.
Yeah. But anyway, so there was some.
Why don't you tell me
Who
why
is he
I
playing in
pulled
the
you
new
over?
John Wick? Because if he's playing the villain, that's awesome. Like Mel Gibson with his like little fucking weird facial hair looks real evil.
Have you
these
seen
days.
that movie Dragged Across Concrete that he was in recently?
No.
It's really sick.
What's it about?
It's this guy Craig Zoller who made Bone Tomahawk.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
And he made that other one.
it's just
Cell
like a
Block
police.
99.
It's like he beats up
He beats up a lot of black people.
Yeah.
He does. He plays a racist cop, which means that it's a racist movie if a character is a racist. We all know that. If a movie character is a racist.
Well,
but no, yeah, it's about these guys that...
Shh, Adam. It's already been 14 seconds.
and
And we're off.
And
it
it's
is.
the show.
Adam just said something incredibly
he said,
racist.
yeah.
No, I didn't.
You really did, dude.
I said gigolo, and they thought I was going to say...
I
different word.
was fondly remembering the time you ruined
Yeah,
that
I
bit.
know.
Wait. Oh, yeah,
Wait,
when he
during
just
the
said
ad
the
read.
N-word?
Yeah, because we were
No,
cruising.
That
on
was
one.
so funny, dude. JP to catch him.
It
We got
really-
our friend JP Just Penis.
I don't think we've
McDavid.
ever
gang.
acknowledged this on...
We have 100%.
Okay.
But one time, oh wait, did you cut it out?
I had to cut it out. Yeah, I had to cut
Yeah,
the
we
whole bit
Well,
out.
it's been much discussed.
We were doing.
I didn't
a,
say anything.
We were doing a fucking.
I said
episode,
nothing, literally.
And Adam
It
just said the
sounded
N-word
like...
for no
It
reason.
sounded like I said it, but I didn't say
He
it.
just said it was out of
in
complete
like
nowhere.
a song lyric style.
No. you just said it.
From what it sounded like in a much more reprehensible way, but that's it. Didn't. That's
That was
not what I was
not
saying.
what it sounded like. It's
You know what I heard?
said.
As
I
if
heard-
you were saying bingo.
yeah.
I heard
No
someone say.
context.
I heard someone say wigga the other day instead of wigger, and I think it's the inverse of the N word. Where I think if you say it with a soft A, it actually sounds.
It's way.
I was
it's more
sounds
racist.
worse.
I was arguing
Yeah,
the
it's
other
more-
day that
yeah.
the New York
I could see
the
that.
New York soft A N word is actually a different word logically.
It has a different linguistic.
Well, it's short
It
for
has
New
a-
Yorker. It's a diminutive form of New Yorker. So when you see Chinese
When you see a
kids that
Chinese
are
teenager
like, yo,
on the
my,
7 saying
yeah,
it.
he's like, yo, my New Yorker,
New York
Yeah,
individuals
my
greeting.
New Yorker.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like it just turns into that,
Mhm.
and so to call it racist, it's like
You don't know our culture.
First of all, you just don't speak the language.
You're a
Yeah.
gentrifier, really, if you have a problem with me saying it.
You
With
weren't
me-
here in 2014 when
You wasn't there.
the porn theaters were popping in
I
Times
don't think
Square.
I mentioned it on the show.
When
but
New York-
a
Yeah,
couple
you
weeks
weren't
ago-
here in Astoria before we had a Chipotle.
A couple
Yeah.
weeks ago,
8 months ago.
yeah.
I was at a coffee shop, and like I was already inside the coffee shop. It's a busy place, so the line goes out the door, and the door opens, and there's this black lady and a white lady arguing already, and the
Awesome.
black lady's doing the thing where she's on the phone telling her friend what the argument is.
Yes,
And
yes.
So
That's a good
sick.
move.
And she's like, she's impatient and she don't want to wait for no damn line, Karen. And starts hitting the white lady with
Awesome.
Karen. And the white lady's like, please stop talking to me, or whatever. And you can tell from her face, it's like this woman probably never in her life this was like she's going to spend years in therapy
Right.
because she never considered that she was a Karen.
Right.
She probably spent the last year online retweeting Karen stuff.
100%.
And now her just like
It's been
It
turned
came for
on
you,
her.
bitch.
Yeah.
It came for you. You thought you was safe?
and the thing about
You thought you were safe?
the thing about that lady is like she probably is now completely racist.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Is that now
The
it's like-
second a black person has any criticism,
yeah.
they're gone.
Yeah, it's it. That's it. Now it's like they were right. My dad was right.
Yes. Yes.
Daddy was right about these fucking people.
I should have listened.
And she even tried to hit that bitch about like she's like, I come here every day, and the lady's like, yeah, I've lived here my entire life.
yeah. Damn.
Which honestly, too, I don't think the white lady even did anything wrong. She just opened the door before checking to see if there was a line.
I see.
But hey, you know,
That's what happens.
Them's the rules.
it's me entirely projecting and assuming you've been retweeting Karen stuff for a year.
Nah, she did. She was.
Yeah, probably.
You got to be careful. You can get trapped in those situations. I was in a Burger King where that was very chaotic on Fulton, and like things were just going awry, and everyone was
Yeah.
waiting for like at least 10 minutes for their food.
Yeah.
And like people were starting to get vocal.
Right.
And there's one other white guy
couple
in
of
there.
vocal type.
And
of
just generally there was a cacophony, and
Yes.
the only other white guy.
That was
in
their
there
name,
just, like,
Cacophony?
Yeah. Cacophony, where my damn burger at, bitch?
It was a large-eyed cacophony. The only other white guy in there like turned to me, and he's like, "Geez, what's going on?" I was like, "Don't bring me into this." We're out together."
Yeah. We cannot appear to be allies here.
I've never met
I
this
learned
man.
that. I learned that lesson for the final time. Like it was probably 2 years ago. There was a black lady on the train beating her mentally retarded son, like fucking like just like beating, and he was like. he was like, he was like this,
Goddamn.
like chicken pot, like just the most sweetest.
He was saying chicken
like,
pot pie.
No, I'm doing the David Cross from Just Shoot Me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
just, he was like, like the kid was just,
Sweet lad.
and she's on her phone. She's like, "You gotta pick your son up. I'm not fucking." And then,
Oh,
but
no.
like taking his
Grim
neck,
scene.
and this is like a 10-year-old boy taking his neck and slamming his head against the window.
Oh, no.
And so I like got up and I went over to across the train. And I'm like, "Man, please," it's like, and then she's yelling at me and fucking, just like, "Oh, you think you gonna save the day?" Fuck, like doing like the
Oh,
white guy
my
thing. And it's
God.
like all I can do because like what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna call the police,
Right.
and
And
then
then they're going to put him in
Yeah.
retard foster care.
yeah. So I was just
And he's
like,
too sweet
I
to
was like,
survive.
I was like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just like, do you need help? It's like, what's going on? And it didn't go anywhere. And it's like, she's just gonna go beat that kid later.
Yeah, even more
Probably
so.
good that you did
more
something.
so.
I mean, there's going to be
Nah, I-
backlash every time you
So
intervene.
sad.
No, in retrospect, it's like, yeah, you just gotta
Yeah.
keep your fucking head.
There
down.
was this guy, I was on the G a few months ago, and like this guy just was blocking the doors and preventing them from closing. He's like, "What's the next stop?" What? And he like leans over to some teenage kid and gets right in his face, like, "What's the next stop?" And I was like, "There's a map right over there." And he turns around at me, and he's got a karate gi on. And he's like, "Get outside, get off at the next stop. We're gonna fight." I was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
It was Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
He had a fucking gi
He had a
on.
gi on.
Was he wearing shoes?
I believe he was wearing shoes.
That'd be badass if he
It
was
was like
barefoot.
there was that story. I think it was in Philly. Like some guy raped a woman for 8 minutes on the train, and it's like, what kind of people would just sit there and watch that happen? And it's
Most
like,
people.
It's like, well, yeah, that's wrong. The correct answer though is not to intervene; it's to go through the cool doors and go to the next suburb.
Yeah,
It's
go through the cigarette break
yeah,
doors.
it's time to go to
Yeah.
to go through the bathroom of
Yeah.
the train.
Yeah.
And to hopefully
That does feel awesome. I love when two guys are fighting, so I get to use those doors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or when a
Smoke a
homeless
cig out
person smells particularly ripe.
Yeah.
That's
what-
crazy when you walk into an empty subway car and you realize
Why
like,
it's empty.
why it's empty.
It happens too. One time, the funniest train thing that ever happened to me is, you know how sometimes you'll get a guy rapping really loudly to himself.
Yes.
Two of those guys got on at the same time,
CrossFit
and it was
battles?
It was literally like one guy was like "shut up," and the other guy was like "shut up," and they were just like both rapping louder until they were literally fucking each other up, dude. They were beating the absolute fucking shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Don't jump on another man's verse.
And exactly, it was literally like that. And then it was like,
I one of the best things I saw was a junkie on the train, and like just nodding off, but he had headphones on. And he was like, started from the bottom over here. He just
the
like
wobble.
couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't even.
yeah.
He's like, started from the bottom over here, and he kept sinking lower and
That's
lower
awesome.
as he sang it.
yeah,
It's impressive that he's staying up on the train.
Yeah,
yeah.
they have perfect balance.
Yeah.
They have some sort of equilibrium where they can just teeter to almost completely.
You can
eating
really see
shit.
like how the Nazis made that drug. It does seem engineered to create a type of superhero.
They do heroin? They invented heroin?
No idea.
They were meth guys.
Yeah, they were big
Yeah.
man guys. But the
PCP.
two rapping guys on the train that I was in, they were fucking each other up, and then just like the coolest looking, like just like mid like 50s black guy that he basically looked like Common, just
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
bald light skinned black guy with like an awesome beard.
He was
just
like with
came in.
Microsoft AI.
Yeah. He just like fucking talked them both down, and then he completely diffused the situation, and then one guy just fucking sucker punched the other guy and knocked him straight out, and just left and just ran out the doors.
That's why you got to lock eyes on anyone you have any kind of conflict with on the train. Never
Yeah.
run out of your sight.
Yeah.
I did see actual Common on McDougal Street.
Oh,
one time,
wow.
And there was a nerdy white guy like following him down the street, telling him how lyrical he was.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Very on brand. Common.
That's fucking sick.
Actually, the best thing I saw on the train recently, I took a picture of the guy, which I rarely. I feel like creep shotting is okay. Posting is no, but
Yeah, you
just
can't
among
post
just
that.
among
Okay.
friends.
Just for the fellas.
There's a guy diffuse balding comb over television writer's body,
Awesome.
like
The perfect.
so hot as
yes.
shit.
yeah, just just like
Just like
no,
you poured him into-
absolutely no muscle on his just like an aunt's arms.
Just the gut.
And, like, fucking just all like
Scooping
that.
mashed
Some fucking
potato
lasagna arms.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember what book he was reading. He had a shirt on that said, "This is what a sex worker looks like."
No.
He's a sex worker.
And then so the shirt said, "This is what a
That's
sex worker looks
awesome.
like." And then I sent it.
That guy's selling pussy.
I got
Maybe.
the book that he was reading.
What if he sucks awesome cock? What if you put your cock near that guy's mouth and it just feels the best it's ever felt in your life?
Yeah, he's like the super head of
He could
the
be
Harvard
Superhead.
Lampoon.
The book was like Modern Masculinity or something.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, the guy had the whole complete package.
That's so
The
awesome.
please give me pussy package.
This is what a sex worker looks like.
Because you know that the shirt is supposed to be in solidarity with sex workers that he stands up for.
It's like an I'm Spartacus.
Yeah,
And then the
Exactly.
sex workers see that and like, yeah, can you change? Can you
Yeah.
put on something else?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
You're
It's kind of a bad
embarrassing
look for
us.
Mhm.
Do you remember when? You remember when Eric?
Oh yeah, dude, that was so funny.
What happened?
We were on the train. We were going to we were going to the Jane Hotel. I think
We were going to LeBain. Nick and I
Yeah.
both wearing backpacks, like leaving an open mic. We meet up. My friend Eric from college. He's
right.
wasted.
Yeah, and it's like the train's packed, and there's like this girl that's like just this like Brighton Beach fucking just sex trafficked, like
Oh, shit. Ukrainian type bitch.
denim fringe mini skirt, and fucking Eric just kind of leans over to her all drunk on the train, and he's like, "Where's the party at?" She just like, doesn't know how to respond.
Dude, I miss him so much.
Yeah.
You are police?
He texted me the other day pissed about the MLB playoffs.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm sick of these fucking big market teams, dude. I'm sick of
Baseball's
the fucking Dodgers in Houston.
Interestingly, baseball is actually gay.
Yeah, it is gay.
So I don't care.
I'm done with baseball forever.
And plus, the Astros, although I do respect them just cheating and just getting to fucking
I
win.
don't respect that.
It's pretty funny. I mean, yeah, fuck them.
I'm
but-
not paying attention until the Yankees rehire Costanza.
There should be an era of just like really massive cheating, like
Well-
on the steroids level, but
Yeah.
with like signals and stuff.
That was the best era of
But that's the
baseball.
thing. If you're gonna cheat,
But
be a
cheating-
man and
but-
get
but
jacked.
cheating would be a different kind of awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there was like spies and
yeah.
you know
You try and do
like
the
different
honeypot operation.
frequencies that are only audible to
Well, that's what-
Dominicans.
That's what the fucking
Yeah,
Astros were
yeah,
doing in
yeah.
the World Series.
They have like
Yeah.
dog's ears. Like
Yeah.
they have.
Weren't they banging on trash cans or
Yeah,
something?
they had a
Yeah.
trash can.
They had like some. Yeah,
I
they
think
were
what happened
stealing
was they got
pitches.
busted using this technology, but they probably investigated and found out that the rest of the league was probably involved in similar stuff, so they just dropped it. They had enough dirt on other teams, and it was like,
Oh,
all
you
right, we'll
think
just
so?
let you guys cheat.
But they were just the most brazen about it.
Yeah, they were probably the worst at it. They got caught.
I mean, they won the
No,
World
they were
Series
good.
from it.
There's no way that little fuck knew that Aroldis Chapman was going to throw a slider on that last
Exactly.
pitch of the ALCS.
Dude,
Yeah,
Cheating.
wasn't there something where he wouldn't take his shirt off? in
Yeah,
the
when he
pitch?
was coming into home, he's like,
yeah,
"Don't
yeah,
rip
yeah.
my shirt."
Yeah.
And he came up with some ridiculous
She was-
lie that was like, "No, I have a tattoo
I have a
of my
swastika
wife."
tattoo.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
Yeah.
Why did he take his
I'm
shirt
really
off?
into American History X, and I
Yeah.
got all the tattoos.
I watched American History X before I was familiar with World War II.
And
Yeah,
like,
I
that
just
guy's
thought-
just got a cool tattoo. I
thought
don't know what it
Edward
means.
Norton was
but
sick.
I'm gonna get it.
That's the best thing about baseball is that it's all like just like fat MAGA farm boys
Yeah.
and then like passionate Latin men, like borderline like dandy, but like
Yeah.
still very hungry for pussy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. A kind of man I respect.
it's a great two groups being crammed into the same sport, and then a Japanese guy with a
and
translator
then a couple Japanese
who's
guys.
bowing to everyone.
Yeah. Shout out to Otani. That guy's cool. I fuck with that guy.
You remember when who's the pitcher for the Yankees? The
David Wells.
Japanese dude.
Yeah, the Japanese guy that wrote
There-
the
there
apology.
were-
He
Yeah.
wrote an apology
He wrote an
letter in the New
apology
York
letter,
Times when he
yeah.
got hurt.
Hideo Nomo?
No.
No, he was a Dodger.
Tanaka.
Masahiro
Tanaka,
Tanaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
Tanaka, yeah, he did get surgery, and he wrote an
He was sorry.
he was like, this
I
is
didn't see that.
dishonorable.
Yeah, I brought dishonor to the
That's fucking sick.
That guy ruled.
Yeah, dude. The Yankees had a couple. They used to always get a couple Japanese guys, and then they would.
They'd pay them way too much money. And
Yeah,
then
and
it
they
wouldn't
would
work out.
bust. They would almost always bust.
Tanaka's good though.
China's got baseball now.
They do.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. I
Watch
looked up.
out.
Maybe they had it and they got rid of it because it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
Like the Beijing.
what
Well, now they realize they could take basketball from America. They could probably take baseball too.
What kind of sports do the Chinese play?
Karate.
Well, they're like
Soccer.
Gymnastics, I guess.
Ping
all
pong.
They're fucking
nice at
sick
ping
at
pong.
ping pong.
all the
yeah.
shit that they win the gold medals for.
Ping pong's right. Their
All the
weightlifting
flipping
team, I think, is pretty
sports.
successful.
Weightlifting is good.
When I went to the Olympics in 04 in Athens. I went to see ping pong. Those guys were fucking sick with it, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was jealous.
There was something. Was the Olympics this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that one clip from ping pong that was insane. Did you see that?
You guys are just running all
They
over
were like,
the room.
But I mean, it was like an insane volley.
Yeah.
Like they were on the opposite. Like they're both like perpendicular to the table.
Right, right.
yeah,
40
yeah,
feet
yeah,
away.
Yeah, but on the sides of
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
table.
yeah. And it's just spinning and shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking sick. I wish I was as good as anything that those motherfuckers are at ping pong.
Yeah, literally anything. Like even like putting my shoes on.
yeah. They're fucking savants with that shit. Fuck, dude.
If you're just joining us, you can turn the podcast off.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and stop.
This is the We Talk About China.
This is 4 white men remembering baseball.
Which is gay. I hate baseball. Let's remember something else. What about you?
synchronized swimming. That was big this year at the Tokyo Olympics.
It was huge this year.
Yeah, it was Tokyo, right?
It was
in
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I always thought was weird about Japan. They got Tokyo, and they got another place called Kyoto.
Yep.
Where they just rearranged the fucking.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like but you got instead of Boston, you got what York New.
Right.
Stanab.
Yeah.
You got Stanab.
Stanab.
Yeah.
That'd be a place people could live. We got Boston and Austin, very similar in that regard.
A city where they like hate straight people.
Yeah, I guess you
Yeah,
could.
anti-Boston.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that
guy likes
we're not
pussy,
that
kid.
we're not that different from the Japanese.
Some kind of fucking queer.
What are
He likes
you?
pussy.
You what? Are
Gay
you trying to
Boston.
fucking suck clits?
Yeah,
Yeah, Obstin. Or Stanab, straight.
you walk by with
Bro,
holding
you're
your wife's
14. You
hand.
never licked a man's ass, bro?
You've never heard of a fucking rave. You've never been to a fucking rave before.
Yo, this fucking hetero's never heard of 100 gex.
I tell you,
This guy's never drank cum before.
by the time I was 12, I had seen mindless self-indulgence 15 times and blew 8 guys.
Oh fuck. No more,
Bro, I'm not
Let me
straight, bro.
suck your cock.
I'm not straight, bro. I got hot opinions on Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
We covered,
I'm a Bob kid.
we covered her.
I'm a
weeks ago.
fucking Bob.
She's gotten fat.
Has she?
Yeah, this is a celebrity gossip
Damn.
podcast now.
What a
Just
what
real.
a fucking how dare she?
This podcast got real.
But
chaotic.
I've gone on record and said I would still fuck her.
Yeah.
It's just
That
in
very
case.
hot woman, you would have sex with her.
Yeah, you
Well,
know.
she's got a dad.
Put
bod
on like
now.
5 pounds.
She's got a dad bod. It's her. She's part of the pussy posse.
yeah. Damn,
Starts
you know
dating
what? The
exclusively
pussy
24-year-old women.
that would be sick. The pussy posse should have a lesbian in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Part of the pussy posse.
She dresses kind of like Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire.
Yeah.
Same build.
You think they fucked girls at the same time? You think Toby and Leo were all fucking and David Blaine were all Eiffel Towering?
They didn't
Absolutely,
have the balls to
dude.
run a train. I don't think they were that close.
No, Blaine,
know what I-
Blaine was just appearing while they were fucking someone.
Oh, he would just fucking apparate in
Yeah.
and out.
I got realized the David Blaine videos like a month ago.
He's the best
Yeah.
at Magic. And
Although I said this on the show, I think I can beat his breath holding record.
No,
what
you
is it?
can't.
I think it's like 8 minutes.
No, it's 6. He only did 6.
No, I think it's more
He was
than that.
underwater though.
Yeah.
Don't Navy
He almost
SEAls
died.
do it for a long time?
3 to 4 minutes. I looked it up.
Interesting.
And I could beat the Navy.
I've
SEALs.
done 3 minutes.
The thing is, because if your brain doesn't need that much oxygen, you can just go, dude.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You can just shut your shit off.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Some of his shit
I'm
is
like
the
I'm
magic,
like a
though.
fly you put in the freezer.
That's right.
And you just reanimate later
Yeah.
on. Tie a string around
Just
it.
in there thinking about shit, waiting till my blood freezes.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's how you can do all that David Goggins stuff. Like he was in Navy, so you just turn your brain off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fucking more of a retard you are, the easier it is to not to do shit like that.
That's the whole point of that training and stuff. It's not to make you a better athlete or anything. It's just to like break you down
Yeah,
and
yeah,
do whatever
yeah.
we say and like kill whoever we want you to kill.
My favorite part of the Navy SEALs training is when they make them sit on the beach during high tide with their legs up so that the water goes into their asshole.
Does that
Kid,
happen?
I'm about to be the Navy SEALs, kid. Sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fill me up with salt water, kid.
It's called Whole Survivor. It's the game they play.
It's a vital skill.
All right, Private. Now you're gonna suck the water out of my ass.
I had a friend in college who's, that book, like Lone Survivor or whatever. The kid's like, oh, dude, this book is so sick. You got to read it.
It's really fucking funny.
It's a guy who got captured and didn't really do anything. He's like,
Courtney Fearington was reading it at an open mic, and I
Really?
through it. Yeah,
he's jacked. He can do
Shout
it.
out
Yeah.
to Court.
He served.
he's also a veteran.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Isn't
But-
he a U.S. Marshal? Or he works at Marshal.
I thought he was a
Service?
Marine.
No, I mean now.
Oh,
Like,
now?
his job in New York, because we know him from D.C.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure his job here was he worked for the U.S. Marshals.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe not as a marshal, but with the Marshal Service.
Pretty sick day job. You and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Go out and fucking-
We're gonna suck every asshole, every pussy hole.
His name
Suck every
is
dick.
Courtney Fearington. He does
Yeah.
open mics, Washington D.C., New York City. Find out everything you know about him. But what was I saying? Oh, the Navy SEAL thing was like, my friend was like, oh, you got to read this book. It's so sick. It's like, he talks about like how he got kidnapped and he was looking at stuff in the room that he could use to like take out the other guys. Like, did he do that? Well,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
He just got
He
captured.
just
Wait, he got
fantasized
captured
on
and
it.
he didn't break out?
Yeah, correct.
So he just got...
I think he just got returned eventually.
Where was he, in Bosnia or something?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Oh, wow. Damn.
He was a real tactical
Yeah.
guy.
Well, because
Tactical
fucking Mark
style.
Wahlberg had to make that movie. Had to make like veteran movies after he had that faux pas by saying he would have stopped 9/11. If he
Yeah.
wasn't playing.
Yeah.
And that's when he stopped making
And he was right the
regular
whole time.
movies.
He absolutely would have stopped.
Yeah, I'm
9/11
sure
if
he
was-
would.
Wait. Was that
The
book...
terrorists would have been taking pictures of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
and would have forgotten to do 9/11.
Yeah.
If you have any doubt in your mind that in for the fucking Al Qaeda training camp, they're not just like re-listening to the Mel Gibson voicemail and fucking watching Mark Wahlberg movies.
They're having a blast.
Yeah,
Dude, the Taliban, those pictures of them having fun.
yeah.
It's the happiest I've been in like the last 6 months.
doing really bad.
Just
lat
seeing them,
pull-downs.
seeing them not know how to
I
use
love
the
how too,
elliptical.
after the Afghanistan pullout, people are like, "Oh, this is going to cost Biden the election." It's like now literally no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
about
No
it.
one cares
no
at
one
all.
cares at all
No
anymore.
one cares.
For,
But
like,
yeah,
one day.
there's still coverage that's like women in Afghanistan fighting for their rights. But it's like, yeah, good luck with that. We'll see how that goes.
I wouldn't put my money on the women in
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, not listen, sister.
I'm going Taliban.
Unless you
I'm
wanna
taking
have,
the Taliban money line on
unless,
that
unless
one.
you want to have your own
Taliban
20-year
points.
war. Mark Wahlberg should make a movie where he's a woman in Afghanistan. And he's like, "You saying I got to cover my pussy up? You saying I'm not allowed to show my pussy at the fucking market anymore? Daddy, I'm trying to show my fucking pussy off at the market."
Bro, they're trying to say that we can't lean in.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck these queers up.
I used to be the CEO of Bumble.
I don't think you understand, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking girl boss.
Now I'm married to a guy with Down syndrome that owns an AK-47.
We're gonna run opium over the border till we got the funds to take on these guys.
That would be fucking sick, dude. He is a pretty guy,
Yeah,
but
he
he's too
looks good.
jacked.
He's like too jacked for the length of his arms.
Yeah,
He looks kind of inflated.
that's true.
You're saying his arms are too short?
Yeah.
I think he looks
He gets kinda
good.
puffy.
I think he looks perfect.
I like his body too.
And they-
Personally, I also like his
I
body.
think he looks. I think that's the perfect proportions that somebody could have.
The John Cena type.
Yeah.
The Taliban got to be way into Fast and Furious. I could see them being
yeah.
super into like.
Because they're all about family too. You know?
Yeah.
I saw a guy driving down the street with a Charger the other day, and on the side of the decal that said Torino
Hell yeah.
or Toretto.
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 Sick.
Hell yeah.
Did you see Vin
That's so
Diesel
funny.
walked Paul Walker's
Daughter
down the aisle?
He
And
drove.
it-
Well,
and
he
it was
drove her
everything.
down.
He
drove her down there.
At a reckless
He
speed.
drifted her down the aisle.
There's his hand coming out of a Supra, driving down the aisle.
Ended in a fiery crash.
I don't want to get sued, but apparently homosexual.
Who?
Vin Diesel.
Apparently it's good.
Others have alleged.
When you
Wait,
say
you mean that guy is gay?
Apparently
when you say
that's what they
apparently, do you mean because he fucked your ass?
But he's like the straightest guy I've ever seen.
I know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that gay guys could drive cars.
No, dude, he's just fancy.
Yeah,
why
it's a
would
fancy
a gay
man.
guy be into that? A muscly guy wearing a wife beater, and
Just oiled up.
oiled up,
That
pursing his lips at the camera.
Yeah.
That video of
Thick
him singing
pillowy lips.
Rihanna is beautiful.
Have
He's
you
got
s-
a gorgeous
Have you seen the
voice.
video that got him discovered by Spielberg?
No.
He drops a hard F in there.
Oh,
and
hell
he
yeah.
does this
What
monologue
figure? What the fuck is a hard?
with the gay slur, and but he does this monologue from this thing that he wrote where he plays like an Italian stereotype. He's like, yo, so I get in this fight the other night.
Real
right?
quick, did he write Boiler Room?
No, I
Vin
don't think
Diesel?
so.
Yeah.
Was that it? It was like a one act thing that he wrote.
No,
And
the movie Boiler Room.
I don't think so. I
What
mean,
am I
good for him
thinking
if he
of?
did.
Maybe the guy who wrote Boiler Room.
Wait, so
Maybe he's
Spielberg
gay?
I don't know
discovered
why.
it?
Spielberg saw this video. He's like, I got to have this guy in Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
Really?
And I'll share the video somewhere, but it's like a hilarious.
I started watching
stereotype.
Band of Brothers again.
That was a good show.
Yeah, I used to
Endless
watch it
Mike
like
from
once
Pete
a
and Pete.
year, but I've fallen off. Put the first episode
My
on.
mom yelled at me because I was watching Band of Brothers and a sex scene came on.
Oh,
Really?
Seminal moment, yeah.
Is that the one with Tom Hardy where he's fucking the
Some farm girl
Yeah.
in the north of France or whatever.
Tom Hardy's in that show just getting pussy for a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all he is.
Really?
He's not that jacked either. It's like
Yeah, 'cause
before he
he's
got
young.
He's not-
before he got
His first
huge.
big
Bane
role
level.
was
He's a
Star
hot
Trek
guy.
Nemesis.
Oh, he was the bad guy.
Yeah, he played like Praetor. What's his name? Rinzon. I forget his name.
When he was young, he had just big lips. He looked gay as hell.
Yeah. Kind of
Sees-
like me.
you ever see his
a lot of people
MySpace?
say.
His
His MySpace pics are awesome, dude. He straight up looks
Is
like
he
a
like
gay.
from above?
It's from above, and he's like
Yeah.
ass cheeks are out. He just look like it looks like a gay thought.
Did he start like popping off of MySpace? Was he?
No,
an
I
active-
think
Yeah, he
people
got
just
discovered
found
on
people just
MySpace.
found his people just
he was the
found
Dane
his-
Cook.
Was
of
he
acting.
like X Raw Tom Hardy XX
He also had like he was wearing
alternating uppercase lowercase?
well he was he had fucking an Ed Hardy like hat, like one of those diamondy fucking hats.
Nice.
Whoa, are they family?
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, have you seen the thing that from 2010? Tom Hardy, I'm an actor. Of course I've had gay sex.
That rules.
I'm gonna start saying that.
When asked if he ever had sex with
Of course
men,
I'm an actor. I've had gay sex.
when asked if he ever had sex with men, Tom replied, "Of course I have. I'm an actor, for fuck's sake. I've played with everything and everyone. I love the form and the physicality. But now that I'm in my 30s, it doesn't do it for me. I'm done experimenting, but there's plenty of stuff in a relationship with another man, especially gay men, that I need in my life. A lot of gay men get my thing for shoes. I have definite feminine qualities, and a lot of gay men are incredibly masculine.
Respect.
A lot of people say it.
Shit. God fucking damn it, Adam! You gotta talk about cushy dreams.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
If you're the sponsor listening to check to see if we forgot to read, we didn't.
Just
I
get
know
a
you probably stop
timestamp.
listening. No, I'm not doing
A
anything.
lot of people say I seem masculine, but I don't feel it. I feel intrinsically feminine. I'd love to be one of the boys, but I always felt a bit on the outside. Maybe my masculine qualities come from overcompensating because I'm not one of the boys.
That's how I feel,
He did this
honestly.
interview while trying to cycle off after making Bronson,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
and so the estrogens
It
raging.
was coming back.
Yeah,
his trend was
Yeah.
wearing off.
That movie's badass.
He looked fucking hot. And, that's the kind of body I want. I want to look like Bronson, dude.
all right, we got to talk about
Cushy
Cushy Dreams for
Dreams-
about 10, 15 minutes.
Cushy Dreams offers a full lineup of premium smokable CBDs. They specialize in extraordinary CBD-rich hemp flower and pre-roll CBD joints. Join the group of adults who are sick of vapes and gummies and want to smoke their CBD.
Yes.
Because they can. Don't
Because
forget
they
that part.
can. Well,
because-
no. Stav said I have to say it at the end.
Yeah, you don't want to step on that line.
Yeah.
No,
The
that's all right.
slogan comes
It's all
at
right,
the
man.
end. It's all
We'll
good.
edit
No.
this out.
I'm gay.
That's true. You're
Yeah.
kind of like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I'm exactly like that.
When he was talking about
Well, no, you're
how-
not exactly.
I'm
like
exactly
him.
like
No, no, no,
Tom
no.
Hardy's.
Only in the way that he
I'm
fucked men.
exactly like
That he's
him.
of course fucked men.
And it's too late.
Other than that, you're
It's
not like
on
him
the
at all.
record. Stavros has said. You
I
know
said
what?
you're kind of like.
You remind me of Tom.
That's
Hardy.
what's on the record.
You said you remind.
You're
I've
kinda
always
like-
admired you because you remind me. of
I
Tom
never
Hardy.
said I admired either
And I'm
you or
jealous
Tom
of
Hardy.
you, and I admire you.
It looks like it looks like
I am
high
jealous of how
quality-
free you are with your sexuality.
Uh-huh.
You know, even though I'm straight, there's certain aspects of my straight sexuality I don't.
I feel like I'm one
I'm
of the
not
girls
free with.
too.
Yeah.
When
But you, gay, are very free.
You, comma, gay.
You, comma, gay.
Go ahead, Adam.
it looks like high quality marijuana and it feels like high quality marijuana and it tastes like high quality marijuana, but the CBD content is up to 20%, which is the highest in the game.
Wow.
The attention to detail is noticeable. Smoking CBD is the most efficient and quickest way to deliver CBD to your system, but it doesn't get you high like THC. No. So it's independent lab tested. There's compliance and purity shit, and
Why don't
it's
you put a little joie de vivre?
Okay.
In this
Yeah,
Adam,
kind of
it's
fucking.
grown in California and Oregon. Each plant is hand selected by a team of experienced cannabis flower experts. It's an alternative for people looking to cut back on smoking other things. It's usually
Not that
where
you
we say
are, but
peanuts.
imagine that you're getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
Imagine there's money on the line.
If you
Just
don't
sound-
do a good job, you don't get.
Just in your
All right,
head,
let-
in
let
your
me try.
head,
Let me
Do it
try.
as Tom Hardy in Bronson.
yeah.
in your head. Imagine the cash register noises from the beginning of the Pink Floyd song.
Dun,
Doo, doo, doo,
dun, 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 dun. Okay. It mixes well with other things you can smoke. Each batch is slow cured.
It
for
mixes
2 to
well with other things you
It
can
mixes
smoke.
well with other things you can smoke. Each batch is slow cured for 2 to 4 weeks.
You merely adopted.
If you
gay
don't
sex.
beat your meat, you can't have any pussy. What was that? That was it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
If you
How
don't,
can you have your pussy if you don't beat your meat?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's the guard guy?
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Cleese.
2 to 4 weeks to guarantee maximum freshness and preserve flavor and cannabinoids. They take an artisan approach.
I
It's
love
small
that.
batch. It's like
I
coffee.
love an artisan approach.
It's all organic. They come. Okay, so basically, guys, they come in 3 lines in
And
order
also
of
come on
quality.
Adam's face.
No, that's not what
That's
it
how
says.
we got the sponsor.
No,
No,
that's-
raped Adam.
They did rape Adam.
I'll do it. I'm a team player.
I met the
Um,
guys from Cushy Dreams in Phoenix, and they were very complimentary about your asshole, and they said it felt the most like a pussy that they had ever felt.
Yeah, well, it's because I do a little makeup job.
Yeah, you do.
I do
It's
a
very
little-
lippy.
Yeah. Adam's asshole has pussy lips.
Big labia on the
I got it. Got a pussy installed.
No, it's so loose. It like the ring looks like lips.
No, it's an incredibly expensive procedure. I went to Thailand with my mother.
On top of all the rejuvenations that
Yeah.
you get, the vag rejuvenations.
Yeah.
We got a pussy.
Did you
Yeah,
take some
his
ball skin
Adam's-
and make pussy lips with it and glue it to your asshole?
Adam's
was
ass
incredibly
sounds like
painful,
Frankenstein's
actually.
lab, just getting zapped back into shape.
Anyway, there are 3 lines: private, reserve, ultra premium, and premium.
It's gay.
It's getting gayer.
It's gay. Fog me in my ass.
Adam's
Big
pussy killed my
cock.
assistant Fritz.
Dude, it's Halloween again, and I guess when this comes out, it's not. But fucking,
Yeah.
we forgot about
yeah.
Monster Mash,
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
the greatest, the best one we've ever done.
That is true.
Let me finish real quick.
Yeah,
That's
please.
what he said to
Yeah,
you.
that's.
Let me
that's
finish
right.
real quick.
So you can get it in a can, which is nitrogen sealed in 3.5 grams and it's sealed for optimal
And you
freshness.
can suck my dick. Adam.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can mix it with anything else you like to smoke.
You can do that.
And there are 6 different strain-specific full flower cans. You can get Relax, Peace, Create, Hustle, Energy, and Dream. In addition to those, they have the 1 gram pre-rolls that also come in those same exact strains. So go to cushydreams.com, spelled Kushy Dreams, at checkout, promo code Cumtown for 20% off your first order. Smoke your CBD because you can.
Wow.
That's cushydreams.com, promo code Cumtown.
You nailed that last part.
Thanks, dude. And that's the read.
And that's the read. And if you're looking to have sex with Adam's ass, you go to cushydreams.com/cumtown
/Adam's ass.
/Adam's ass. And if you're looking to come see some live stand-up comedy, what you're going to want to do is come to fucking Detroit this week, this Saturday, or Columbus this Sunday. And then on the 10th here in New York City, I will be doing a fucking beautiful, my hour at the New York Comedy Festival. And then New Orleans, then Tampa, and I think Los Angeles coming up. Little tease for you guys. Look out. I can't confirm it yet as of this recording, but maybe by the time it comes out, we'll be in LA, and then Boston, and then
There's also patreon.com/Cumtown.
patreon.com/Cumtown,
And cum.town for shirts, which is now gone.
which does not
The,
exist.
the
anymore.
shop is gone until I can Figure out how to fucking something.
So you get check that out. Also, to little tease, we have a guest coming up this Sunday that we think you're really gonna like.
Little tease is what they call me because my little testicles.
That's what they call you, little tease.
You're so playful.
Because you have that big JP. You probably have. We talked about this a little off mic. Probably a skinny, long penis.
Incredibly long, incredibly skinny.
yeah. With
so
two
skinny
little
as
nuts.
to be like useless.
Yeah.
It's like a Capri cigarette. And they call it the Corella Deville.
the old FDR action. I'll hit the back walls, but not either side.
Yeah. You'll hit one small point of the back walls.
Like a laser.
You having sex is like a Capri Sun straw going into a fucking Capri Sun.
It's like a procedure. It's like a laparoscopic type of thing. They go in with a camera.
Yeah, if a bitch has a cyst at the back of her pussy, JP's the guy you want to
It's like watching like a tapir you get ants.
She doesn't know it's in until it hits her stomach.
That's awesome, man.
It's just coming out of her nose. Like, whoop, whoop, woo, 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 woo.
It's like a game of
slide
operation.
whistle.
It never hits any of the metal sides.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
That's
good for
awesome.
you.
That's cool.
So yeah, I beat
That's
it up.
cool.
Yeah.
David
You
Blaine
stabbed that
style.
pussy up.
David Blaine, fan of mine. He came to my first
He's a
ever
fan of yours.
TV thing. I did
Really?
the famous Comedy Central roast battle, and he was at the taping.
Was he like, hey, really good job?
He did. He
really?
tapped me on the arm when I went by. I didn't know he was there. He's very incognito.
Wow.
It was really good jokes.
Did he do a trick?
He didn't do a trick, but then it was like, oh, I'll
Did he
look the
rape
other-
you?
I'll look the other way on your sexual assault stuff forever.
Oh yeah,
I can't-
one
I can't-
compliment.
I can't lose that name drop.
One compliment.
He's like, hey, good set. And then he walks outside directly into traffic and gets creamed by a bus. And he gets up and he's like, you're only going to see that once in your life. I'll never see that again.
He comes out.
Eyeballs
of my ass.
hanging out of his head. And surprise, bitch.
This is my new trick.
Yeah.
Being killed.
That
He
would
seems
be
like
sick.
he's near
Yeah.
suicide at all
Just
times.
him on Fifth
doesn't
Avenue
seem
with
happy.
just a Vaseline in his ass sitting down on a fire hydrant. And then just black people being like, oh my God, he's like, he's like 3/4 of the way down. And he's like, come here, push my head down, push the fire hydrant all the way up my ass.
Like, yo, shit, yo, look, he got the whole thing up his motherfucking ass, yo.
He got his cheeks on the
Oh,
sidewalk.
shit. She said, put the motherfucking fire from my ass.
That would be awesome.
I really do envy his universal acceptance by black people.
Yeah.
Of course you envy that. That's
Yeah.
all you see when you
That's
watch
all I
David
want.
Blaine.
I respect magic so much.
Adam's on Amazon looking at magic kits.
Yeah,
Looking at fitted hats and magic kits.
Yeah, that's Act 2. After this podcast is over,
Yeah.
I'm getting a
So,
TikTok. I'm gonna start like
Golden
a.
State
Well, I mean,
Warriors
and a lot of
fitted
this
to the
stuff, David
side.
Blaine, the card tricks, I'll never know how to. I can't even shuffle cards. But jamming a knife through my own hand, I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
just
figure that out.
endurance
I
stuff.
could get there.
You definitely
Yeah.
could, actually.
Yeah,
I believe
no doubt.
that. You should just start doing shit like that.
I
dude.
should, dude. Just stabbing myself in front of Ricky Gervais. I'm like, check this out.
Oh,
No. It looks like it's really going in your body, is it?
Oh, it's making me more of an atheist.
Didn't you have a video where
He's
you?
like, let me ask you, Ricky, do they have fire hydrants in Britain?
We call them wet willies.
Check this out.
What's that? What's that you doing? Oh, shit. Oh, he's put the wet willy in his bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been sitting down Indian style the whole time, and then he just shits the fire hydrant. He like slides up it.
He just
He
Mr.
just,
Slaves
like,
off of it.
Well, and it's not at the end, like at the end, like you
Oh,
know,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
it's just like Kanye, just like shaking his head when he's like all the way down the sidewalk, and David Blaine's like, "You mind giving me a hand?" And then he goes, like Kanye, like takes his hand and he gets up, and the fire hydrant's gone. I'm like, "It's gone. Where'd it go?" And there's like this sidewalk's perfectly paved, and there's just a little bit of wet cement on the back of David Blaine's pants. He gets rid of the fire hydrant and paves over the sidewalk. And he writes Kanye and Kim 2005 with a heart over it. And then it's been there for 20 years.
Wow.
Somehow.
That's
And
awesome.
he's like, I did that for you. Kiss it. kiss Railroad.
Didn't he like throw
It's
up
a
a
picture
frog?
of his dead mom after he kisses it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! R.I.P. Donda.
R.I.P.
Trying to get, she was trying to get her titties done in Mexico or
She
something.
was
like
getting
Yeah.
lipo.
Is that what
I
happened?
thought.
She was trying to get, it was bad plastic surgery.
Donda Kong, R.I.P.
No,
It sounds like Donkey Kong.
No, her name is Donda
but
West.
It sounds like Donkey Kong.
That's not.
I'm not saying anything. It just sounds like it.
Well, that's not.
Isn't that what happened to Joan
suppose.
Rivers too? Like she was getting new eyelids put on or
Yeah.
something, and she died.
Oh, really? Yeah, probably.
Anesthesiologist fucked up or something like that.
Damn.
Allegedly. I don't know.
Dude, you're
I don't
about to
know
get
nothing.
sued. Don't get us sued here by the anesthesiologist that killed Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
You fucking piece
Dude,
of shit.
it's
My bad.
him and Vin Diesel are gonna be pissed after this episode
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an anesthesiologist.
I put that asshole
Yeah.
to sleep.
I usually
Oh,
work with gay.
You're in
my
excruciating pain because my job is to put things in my ass.
Oh wait, that's his job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
He went
Because
to
his ass
medical
is so
school
numb.
for it. Yeah,
Mm.
That's awesome.
it's a type of dog.
Adam, would you consider becoming an anesthesiologist?
Oh, I mean, I would love to get my MD after the show is over.
I'm trying to work for the Long Island Railroad.
That'd be awesome.
Really?
I talked to my
It's
dad's
a good
friend.
union job.
We took a car ride, 12 hours each way. We didn't listen to the radio the whole time. We just talked. It was great, and we talked mostly about the railroad. It sounds like
That's
an
awesome.
place to work.
Your dad's like,
Unlimited
I'm going to set
overtime.
you straight, JP. I'm putting you on a railroad trip.
Funniest
No way.
guy I've maybe ever known, including
Yeah,
comedy.
that's who the
This guy
funniest
really-
people in the world are. Is like union rail workers.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
truly.
I was on the fucking Amtrak, and there was a guy who worked for the Amtrak who was going home to fucking like Trenton or Newark or some just one of those awful Jersey towns, and he looked like, imagine if like Artie didn't take care of himself.
Artie without all the
And this
singing.
this fucking guy sitting there on the fucking tray, and he's just all fat and disgusting, and he's wearing his work shirt that had a hole like ripped, like just
Yeah, his
ripped,
armpit is
just
out.
ripped completely out. And he's sitting there reading the New York Post, yelling at like this other guy who works with. I fucking told him I'm not fucking doing that shit.
They tried to tell me to get another shirt. I said,
I'm
go
not
fuck
fucking.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And then he gets up, and his fucking ass ripped the cushion off the seat. Just like I watched his ass just like pull the. It was in the cafe car too.
This
Yeah.
guy Rick, who worked for the railroad. I might have told you this already, but
Real quick too, before I forget,
Yes.
is Adam has something else he wants to
What?
tell us about. What do you mean what?
About what?
About super organics.
Oh, super organic.
nice.
Wait.
I think
I've completely fucked this up
last week
because that was last week. So what we need to do now is talk about Blue Chew, and then again we're gonna have to talk about Ridge Wallet later.
Oh,
God.
so we're gonna. So Cushy Dreams.
Because I forgot we're doing a week.
That's
in
okay,
advance.
man. Hey, listen, Cushy Dreams. That one's on the house.
Yeah, Cushy Dreams gets a free one. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
This episode of Cumtown is sponsored by Blue Chew. Say it with us. Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence in the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that can help men get stronger, longer-lasting erections. It's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as what, Stav?
Cialis and Viagra.
That's right, but in chewable form.
Which
and
that's
at
my
a
biggest.
fraction of the cost.
One of my biggest problems with Viagra and Cialis, and back me up here, JP,
It's not a food.
is that it's not a food.
Yeah.
It's not chewable, and the cost is too much.
it takes so little blood to get my incredibly skinny penis erect that I'm not even familiar with these drugs. but I'll take your word for it.
yeah. A mosquito would not even feel anything.
you gotta-
if they
He would
stung your
miss.
dick.
He would miss.
Yeah.
You gotta start juicing, dude.
Yeah, we got to see that skinny little prick hard as fuck.
I'm
like
getting
a
a widening.
like a pencil. Yeah, that'd be
Maybe
awesome.
if I took a Blue Chew chewable,
Yeah,
A
if you
chewable,
it
did,
would
Exactly.
enhance my girth.
maybe it could help you achieve harder and stronger erections to combat all forms of ED, erectile dysfunction. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. And the process is simple. You sign up, you consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part, it's all online.
Wow.
Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. So basically, they have sildenafil and
And tadalafil.
tadalafil, right? And the tablets are chewable.
That's right.
They're made in the U.S. and they prepare to ship directly to you, and it's cheaper than going to the pharmacy.
Right. Which is great.
So here's the deal, guys. You try fucking Blue Chew free when you use our promo code at checkout, Cumtown. It's just $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Cumtown. You receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for
We
sponsoring
thank you so much.
the podcast.
We thank you, Blue Chew. Thank you so much.
I think it's a great product that can give you a little bit of extra confidence.
I thank Blue Chew not only for sponsoring us, but for existing.
Yes.
And making my dick. Because look, I was being pretty healthy during the pandemic, JP. I lost some weight.
Yeah, great calves.
I'm back. Thank you. I'm back on the road. I have been eating like shit. My dick is not working like it used to, Chief. Now that I got these fucking pills, I swallow them up and
my dick is buried in Arlington somewhere.
Yeah.
It's served honorably.
Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Yeah, the grave of the Confederate soldier.
The tomb of the
mask
unmeasurable because it's too small soldier.
No.
Yes. You said You said Everyone heard him say
He agreed.
No,
he
that
did
was
agree.
that was
Technically,
no,
but
that was
that was an M of agreement. That was an M of agreement.
I will see about that.
Agreement. That was an M of agreement.
No.
Yes,
they call
it
the
was.
song. They call the song Dixie because it's about Nick's penis.
That's
being
right.
Too small.
Little
Yeah.
Dixie.
Well, yeah,
the
Little
tomb of the unmeasurable soldier.
First of all, bitch, my dick ain't small. It's childish.
My dick whimsical.
My dick, it's got a playful mentality.
My dick got a wild imagination.
Damn, this show
baby
used
girl.
to be funny years ago.
I know.
Years and years and years ago.
I know.
Now it's all like Harvey Keitel. What's that guy up to?
What's that? Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
I saw his cock one
I know.
time. It was pretty big.
Oh wait, what are we talking about? Fucking super organics. Ridge Wallet. Did you say that? Did you already do the Ridge? Luckily, the
No.
Ridge Wallet guys are cool. Otherwise, I'd feel bad about trying to jam this.
They're
one.
cool guys.
But Sean and Ridge Wallet, shout out to them. They had like advertisements on during the playoffs and stuff. They're doing well.
That's huge.
Because that's a relatively new company. I think they've been around as long as the podcast.
That's a real
is.
baseball guy product for sure.
True.
Yeah.
That'll mix
Yeah.
with all
Dude,
the
it's a
other
great
standard
wallet
carry
because
stuff.
instantly
That's a no
the
bat
w-
flip
the
kind of
worst
wallet.
thing Ridge Wallet ever did was advertise with Gas Digital because I
Right.
saw Lewis had one and I said, I will never own one of those wallets.
But then you see guys walking around with like Under Armour golf shirts with Ridge wallets, and you're like, damn, I respect them now.
Well, they sent it to us because, we do the reads or whatever, and I was in between wallets. And I used it, and I'll never use another wallet again.
Should we talk about Ridge Wallet a little bit
Well, let's let it breathe for a second.
while we're at it?
No, we should talk about Ridge Wallet.
Let's talk about Bridge Wallet.
So it's a father and son team, Daniel and Paul Kane, that launched the Ridge Wallet on Kickstarter in 2013, and now sits in the front of pockets of over a
Can you imagine
million
running
men
a
and
business
women.
with your dad?
With your gay ass father.
Yeah,
Dude, I
like
would love
son,
that.
we're going into business together.
God, imagine. Yeah.
We're making wallets for Louis J. Gomez and golf guys who wear Under Armour shirts.
The
And
two
we're
have
going
since
to call it
recruited a.
The gay sex father and son wallet.
JP, I got a fucking idea for you. What if we got wallets that weren't gay?
These are
It sounds
tactical.
like that. Why don't we call it Ridge Wallet instead of the gay sex father and son wallet company? He's like, that's why I brought you on board, Addy.
No.
That's genius.
Well,
I
imagine
do have
Adam.
a mind for marketing.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you and your dad owned Ridge Wallet? You wouldn't have to do the podcast. You'd be
We just
rich off
hang out
wallets.
together, yeah, all day.
That'd be
just chill.
awesome.
We have to see if the new wallets fit inside your ass.
No, it's for the front pocket, not the ass.
And
for
your
too
pussy.
long, men have had their wallets in their asses. And
That's
now,
so true.
with Ridge Wallet, you can have it in your front pocket.
Yep.
At Ridge, they prefer to do more with less. And it's not just a remark on resourcefulness. It's
I prefer
a call.
to do less with less.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
I mean, you go, dick don't work. Also, you bust immediately.
Which is hard to do.
Perfectly flat.
Just
You know
enough
what's
blood
you know
to
what
jack
I'm really
off
into,
to
even more
bust.
so than busting immediately,
What's that, brother?
is deciding that you're never going to bust immediately and then telling someone to leave.
That is a
Yeah.
power
That's
move.
an even
Play it
more,
off like something. Like, no, it's not right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's not right that we're doing
This
this.
isn't gonna work. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Because at that point,
I
it's
forgot
just
I rented Master and Commander, and I gotta watch it before it expires.
I got 48
I really
hours.
respect that because at that point, it's literally easier just to fuck poorly
Yeah.
than it is to be like, yeah, you
To have
should
a
just leave.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically, they're streamlining daily life through
Yeah.
quality products,
That's
redefining
awesome.
everyday essentials
Adam's
like wallets, backpacks, and chargers
streamlined down the
with
inseam of his
minimalist
pants.
designs
That's true.
Whenever
that
he
don't
sees a guy.
sacrifice
That is
function.
true.
He pisses himself.
By
into
eliminating
it.
excess,
Like
and
one of those
building a
foxes
performance
that's like
grade,
that
we
they
turn
train
the
to.
items.
Adam,
What?
We're
we're
calling you
saying
gay.
you're gay.
You gave me a fright.
We're saying that you piss yourself
Okay,
out
guy,
of
I'm
delight
gay. Let me just finish. So we
when
can
you
get
see
back
a
to-
man.
They also they made it special for Adam the Ridge diaper. Which
That's
is
true.
Yeah,
Available
they
now.
do have it, but it's a streamlined
It's a
diaper.
golden diaper.
It's just
that Adam
over your
wears.
dick hole and asshole.
It's a diaper with like a
It's a
beer bottle
minimalist
over it.
It's a Nelly Band-Aid that goes over your dick
Yeah.
hole.
It's they're disrupting
They're
the diaper
disrupting,
industry.
dude. There's so much unused fabric in most diapers.
And in this day and age, landfills are filling up with
With-
these things.
yep.
Jewish men's diapers.
34-year-old Jewish
It'd be
man in
funny.
diapers.
Maybe at the Holocaust
It's still
Museum, the
poo-poo
room
their
that's just
pants.
filled with diapers.
Yeah.
And the Nazis took these when we arrived at the camps.
Just a pile of diapers.
We were forced to go.
There's a
To go
positive
raw.
twist on it though. These were the Nazis' diapers
Oh.
because they would pull long shifts and they wouldn't want to go to the bathroom.
By eliminating excess and building to performance grade, we turn the items you carry every day into tools for better living. Carry less, live more. That's the Ridgewald guarantee. They got a lot of
Live
great
Moss.
products.
Live
we
Moss.
use
Ridge
them.
Wallet.
Ridgewald.
They got-
Live Moss.
Aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber. They got bags, card cases, gear, knives, power strips, and etc.
Wow, I
They
didn't
have
even
an-
know about the power strips.
They have an etc.
I'm
section.
looking forward to checking those out because I'm
So-
a fan of everything Ridge Wallet
So
does.
go to Ridge
Power
Wallet.
strips for guys.
Go to Ridge Wallet.
For
Is there
guys
is there a promo code, or we just want to talk about that?
Cumtown,
Cumtown.
Cumtown 20. We did this before. You remember?
Cumtown 20 or
No,
or
I think it's just
Cumtown.
Cumtown.
enter promo code Cumtown at checkout, and you'll get 20% off or something,
So fucking true.
which is a great deal on great
You
products.
said the fridge wallet for Stav, the midge wallet for girls.
Yeah,
the smidge wallet for your dick because it's just a smidge of a penis.
yeah.
the Midge wallet for me because I enjoy the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's true. Yeah.
I've never watched that show. What's it about? Fucking
Some bitch.
some Jews going to the fucking bank or something? Is
Yeah.
that what about some bitch who goes to the fucking bank every day?
It sounds like she should have magical powers, but I think she just does stand-up comedy.
Yeah, it's a bullshit name.
Yeah.
Fuck She's
It
not
makes
marvelous.
it makes it
There
sound
ain't
like
Sounds like
nothing
Jewish
Marvel.
Mary Poppins or something.
Exactly. She should be Jewish.
It
Mary
shows up.
Poppins.
She's like a spoonful of sugar. Well, let's do a half spoon of sugar.
Well, the
Yeah.
sugar's coming out of my paycheck, so it's a
she-
quarter spoonful of sugar.
She floats in on an umbrella to be the family's lawyer.
Yeah.
Well, a spoonful of sugar dilutes the expensive medication.
They're adding her to the next Avengers.
Mary
movie.
Poppins.
Yeah.
Poppins.
No,
I thought Super
Marvelous
Smash-
Mrs. Maisel.
Maisel?
Yeah, Maisel's.
Maisel's
not in the comic books.
She's in there. She's canon. She's MCU.
Yeah, hell yeah. I heard they're going to make a fighting game with Scooby Doo in it. Just a real thing I heard.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a setup to a punchline.
Nope.
Dude, I'm gonna
Nah, JP.
I'm gonna fight.
You haven't been paying attention the last hour.
I'm gonna fight Velma every round.
I was
Show
saying-
her who's boss.
I was thinking about getting a dog, and then because people get mad if you let your dog shit on the street.
Yeah.
If I walk my dog, but then I use tongs to pick up the dog shit and then put it in the trash can.
That's awesome.
See how long before people are like, just leave the shit on the street. I'm just carefully picking up dogs.
They see you barbecuing in front of your house, flipping a steak. Like, oh no!
Yeah. That's awesome. You should do that, man.
There are too many dogs in the city. I'll say it.
Yeah, need more cats.
Come on, bro.
More cats, less dogs. What we need is wild macaws all over the city that die in the winter, and then we repopulate them.
Are they predatory or do they eat like grubs?
I think they eat kumquats and fucking. little
They're
figs.
loud as shit.
They're loud as shit, and they're beautiful. They're like me.
They talk a little. Right?
Just you go outside and there's a black lady arguing with a macaw.
Oh, that's all we need.
yeah.
Macaw's on the phone like, oh, she don't want to be patient.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wait
you
in
saying-
line, bitch.
So you saying you in line then? So you saying you in line then? So you saying you in line then? And the parrot's like,
You saying you're in line now? You saying you're in line now? You saying you're in line then? You saying you're in line then? Where are my fries? Where are my fries?
God damn, dude. Should I get Popeyes?
I went to Mickey D's yesterday. Pure chaos.
I love it,
dude. Yeah.
All times.
What's your
Wild West.
order?
couple of double cheeseburgers and some fries.
You know, I used to love doing
Wow.
$10, 10 McChicken sandwiches off the $1 menu.
That's fucking insanity.
Really
Put some
blow
in the
their
fridge.
minds.
Just fucking honey, get a bunch of the sweet and sour sauce.
Not a fry in sight.
No, just 10 of the chicken sandwiches, and then 40 of St. Ides.
Nice, yeah.
You eat 10 McChicken sandwiches and drink a 40.
Jesus, what did your shit look like after that, dude?
I don't know.
My favorite combination was like a Bud Light 40 and double stuffed Oreos.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Okay.
Oreos kind of have to
Dual
go with
mix.
milk. I don't think I ever mixed drinking in Oreos.
Beer, it mixes great with beer. It's like even better than milk.
Really?
Really?
But I haven't drank in like 7 years.
even
of my
better
life.
than
Oreo,
dip it in
beer's
beer?
favorite
No, you don't
cookie.
dip.
Do it, give it a little dip.
Damn, JP, I didn't know you were that much of a drunk at some point.
He's Irish. Dude.
I know.
That was a little nightcap. Little Bud Light and Oreos.
Did you ever do anything? Did you ever drunk
It'd be a
drive
fun-
and crash
fun,
or
like,
anything
a
like
fun-
that?
Oh, I drove drunk a few times.
Yeah,
That was probably not great.
A fun
Yeah.
superhero, but like one like Ant-Man or low tier ones. His name's Nightcap, and his job he gets drunk and crashes into the criminals, just runs them all over by accident. They're like, "Thanks, Nightcap." And he's like, "Hey, we have
Who the fuck are you?
as long as we're on the same page, Reno."
He's got diabetes. He just like launches his Lancets
Yeah.
at the criminals and takes them down.
I was at traffic court one time, and a guy.
Oh, I got that coming up. I caught a case.
Yeah, a guy was like on the docket before me, and he had gone on a little like a high speed chase,
Nice.
and there was like fucking 15 cruisers behind him, and he eventually like crashed into a Jersey wall, and like
He just got traffic court for that?
well because he had already I guess he had already proven that he was diabetic and like had a medical emergency, but then they still cited him, and he was like, yeah, they already let me off with everything else, like it's of this ticket. And the judge is like, they just threw it out immediately. But it was very funny to see.
Did
that
he
guy
get
do
his
it.
insulin?
Well, he was in court. So
He
I mean,
crashed.
It was fine. Yeah,
I
It
bet
was
there are
probably a month
lawyers
prior.
who specialize in like high speed chases specifically, and they're like, okay, we're gonna force feed you sugar until you get diabetes, and then we can use that as your
Yeah.
defense.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they see a fat guy, their eyes light up. They're like, yeah, you got diabetes.
Oh, that's D money right there.
Do they still have television shows like the Wildest Police Chases?
With Sheriff John Bonnell.
Those were great.
It's all
I'm
on
Sheriff
YouTube.
John Bonnell, and I'm gay.
I'm Sheriff John Bonnell Ramsey.
Yeah.
And I like
Law
to put on
enforcement
makeup.
officers all across the country kiss and hug each other every night, nutting inside of each other's asses. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, and I'm proud to have done it for 25 years.
Oh, fuck.
Goodbye, Adam.
You got to pee. Why
Yeah.
do you piss on my nuts, brother?
Why
But
don't you
now all that
piss on
stuff's
your-
it's on YouTube, and you
That's
can,
true.
You fold it in with like shootout videos. It's
Mhm.
way more intense than they could ever show.
Well,
on
the
TV.
Russian dash cams kind of like destroyed the need for World's Wildest Police Chases.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Because
You
I
see
love
a guy
it.
just hitting a bear full speed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're driving like 80 miles an hour and it's listening to like the worst music ever made. And some of they got like what is it called, Fruity Loops or whatever that.
yeah.
Like the
Blind drunk.
yeah, listening to like the default like the project starter template, like yeah. And then I remember there was one video I saw.
Shit
It's like
goes
two guys
off.
like racing, they're having a good time. And then the video just cuts, and one of the cars is on fire, and someone's like climbing out of the window, and their skin's melting off, and they're dying. I mean, they're just burning to death in the car.
Horrific
And then it's like
screams.
surrounded by Russian people being like, it's like telling him like, get out of the car.
Jesus fucking
His
Christ.
seatbelt has melted him into the car completely. He has no
Yeah.
hope of escape.
Oh my I saw a fucking Greek dash cam thing where it was just like some dumb bitch driving and she hit a guy on a moped. This fucking guy did like a full 360 spin, landed on her car, got up. I was like, "You got a fucking stop sign, you dumb bitch!" He's just like,
I would
I
love
saw-
that so much.
I saw a
getting hit
Russian-
by a vehicle like that and just getting to be indignant.
Yeah.
A Russian dash cam video where like a guy in like a Yugo or something, he like fucking loses control, flips the car. His baby comes out of the car,
Oh
the
my
window,
God.
and he just gets up and picks the baby up and leaves.
Oh man, that kid is fucked.
They are soft for this. They are built to fall down.
Have you ever seen that video of like the drunk Russian guy making his two sons fight, and one son is like a wimp, and the other one's like,
One
an
hit
M-
puberty and the other didn't.
Yeah, one of them's like this lean MMA kid or whatever, just like hardened Russian kid, and he's beating the fuck out of his like wimp brother or something.
Oh, no.
Probably because the kid's gay.
Right, right.
But the one doing all like the macho fighting is wearing a Speedo because they're Russian.
Yeah.
And the other kid,
School uniform.
the other kid, like, eventually to defend himself, just grabs the kid's nuts and is just like holding on to them for dear life.
That's like good.
And then the kid's like, just screaming in pain, and the dad's just yelling at them in Russian. And he's like, you can't do that. That's not.
do not show weakness when he grabs your nuts.
Dude, that used to be one of my favorite videos.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Just this kid doing kickboxing, beating the fuck out of the other one. The other one just gets him, and he's like stretching them all the way out to here.
Oh my God.
He's like, ah!
That's fucking genius, dude.
I've been rocking with this video of there's some rodeo thing where a bunch of dudes just get in the ring and like run around with an agitated bull.
Oh,
and
fuck.
one guy's running away from the bull. You never turn your back on it, and he just gets launched at least 50 feet. He does a triple backflip in the
God
air
damn.
and just hops right up. It's great because you get to fully root for the bull.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You hope they kill somebody.
The bull, the rodeo clowns.
Bullfighters are bitch ass.
Yeah, I don't fuck with bullfighters, but rodeo clowns I respect.
I didn't
Rodeo
realize
clowns
that
are good.
they murder the bull.
They
Yeah,
eat that motherfucker.
They kill the
have
bull.
fucking burgers off that.
Yeah,
off
they
his
have
ass.
steaks. Yeah,
they have paella for a long time off that bull.
when I was in France,
The drip is cool. I'll give him that.
we were like
True,
outside
true.
of like a stadium where they were having a bullfight, and we're like, me and my girlfriend were having a sandwich, and we were just like listening to an animal like suffering
Yeah.
in public. It was really sad.
It's pretty whack.
Yeah,
Hemingway sucked.
yeah.
He's all into bullfighting.
yeah. What a loser,
He was a
dude.
bitch ass.
Now Hemingway, did he get pussy?
Well, I read some literary criticism that says yes, he did. in
That's
fact.
all right. Okay, respect.
That's how we evaluate authors. How much pussy they
Absolutely.
got. I think he might have been a closeted guy. He seemed to be way into
Was
that
he?
stuff that like
He's really into masculinity.
Everyone is
Yeah,
talking about
closeted
masculinity is
stuff.
gay. That's true.
Yeah, it's the gayest thing to be into.
100%.
To be into being a guy.
hunting and bullfighting and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Not me. I'm over here trying to suck on a titty.
the sun
myself
also
a
rises
nice
about a
sandwich.
guy who just gets cucked and then gets the shit beat out of him by a bullfighter. It's like
Oh yeah, that didn't he have he had that other cucked story about the guy of the lion or whatever. He loved
yeah, that was a short story.
loved getting cucked.
All penis on the western penis.
All penis on the western ass.
Nick is like Hemingway vibes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. You're trying to shut up.
I agree with you,
You
Adam.
live in Key West. You got a
Yeah.
bunch of cats.
No, you're trying to.
You're gay.
You're trying to get into This is what he does. Adam will
What?
stay silent until the last minute of the show.
I haven't been
And be
silent.
like-
I did some
be
great
like,
reads.
Actually, you're gay. He'll try and throw salt at the end,
He tries to-
knowing that it's just not worth it. To,
Points on the board.
Trying to
Okay.
steal the round. And
Yes,
throwing
exactly.
a lot of punches.
Yeah, I'm just like pushing my teammate
No,
away for
no,
a rebound.
no, out of
Sugar
nowhere,
Ray Friedland.
Nick's like Hemingway. You worm. You fucking
Well,
rat.
I didn't know that one would sting so bad.
It didn't stink
I
so
guess I
bad.
really touched
It's the
on something.
intention.
I guess I really just pressed a button. I didn't know it was there.
This son of a bitch.
Nick has a big blunderbuss that he puts in his ass,
Yeah.
but facing out, and then he fires it so the recoil forces it deeper into.
Yeah, Hemingway shot himself in the face.
Well,
Nick's probably
that's
gonna
more
do
of a
that.
Gaston move, which will end the episode there. Yes, I am Gaston. Adam is Belle.
No, Adam's the
Stav
little
is-
gay guy.
Stav
I'm not the
is
little
the
gay
clock.
guy.
I'm
Stav
the
is the
dad.
clock.
I'm the
Stav's the
dad.
gay clock.
Frenzy.
Oh, what's this? Adam.
You wish.
We just started the show. Adam made a reference to let
Ian's gonna
everyone
make
know.
us listen to Less Than Jake.
You
Adam,
wish.
Adam wants to let us know that the ska bands he knows.
I was supposed to go see Less Than Jake, but I didn't go.
Really?
Newfound Glory in Less Than Jake. That
Wow,
would have been sick.
that is.
How about this, Ian?
That is
Found
7th
Glory
grade.
Hole.
Newfound Glory Hole.
That's
and I'm
good.
their
That's pretty
manager.
We've got Ian Finance returning to the fucking program after prolonged absence. Good to
Yes.
have you, brother.
It's good to be-
Cumtown
Thank you.
favorite.
And by the way, brought treats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some delicious donuts.
And Ian, you've been in prison for.
Yeah,
Shout out Vincent Bakery. I finally got out. I'm on parole.
You want to talk
Ian's been in
about?
prison in Delaware for the last.
Yeah.
You want to?
Prison of my own mind.
You want to talk about doing hard time, Ian? Or
Yeah. I mean,
What
I
was
just
that
want to
like?
say, it's really cool to be back. And
I've really missed you guys.
He brought his own. He's
playing this from his cell phone.
You know, I think about you guys a lot.
Ian, relax. We can figure this out. Plug this in.
We got a wire now. So.
Yeah, don't worry. Most of this fucking podcast is just
we
playing
updated shit.
music.
Not on the wire. We got this guy. We got
Yes. Yes. Okay, I love you. Oh, dude, that plays when I look in the mirror in the morning.
So do you want to play your song and do your bit?
Yeah.
Are you reading from something? Or are you? Did you write something out?
You're the best.
He wanted to read his McSweeney's piece. His latest.
Yeah.
10 things I hate about you.
It's good to be back, and you know, we spent time together.
Wow.
We've made memories. And no matter how far away from each other we are, we always come back together to make more.
That's so true, brother.
You know?
That's so fucking true.
And in life, it's not about the destination.
It's about the
about
fucking
the
journey.
journey.
Absolutely.
That's right. And you were three guys I'll never forget.
Thanks, man. That means a lot,
There we
dude.
go.
That means so much.
I'll always be with you.
Let it run for a while. This is a good fucking jam, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it applies to life.
It really does. Yeah, dude. You guys have middle school graduations and
Yes.
elementary school?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a banger.
Bring it back. Let's hear it. I do. For better or worse.
That's awesome, man.
You listen to the whole thing.
That's us, guys. Friends forever.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
What? Faded it out.
You like
too.
that slow
What a
fade?
fucking professional.
I know, dude. I know. I know.
You gotta go morning radio at a certain point.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You could have
You'd
a
be
show where
perfect
you could have
for
a
it.
show where you're both Howard Stern and Beetlejuice.
You're all the guys.
Yeah,
and
that's-
Robin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, you'd want to fuck Robin if she had a penis.
Yeah. What's the gay guy's name? Gay
Eric?
Gay Eric.
Or no, that's Slow Eric.
No, there's
I don't know, one of those Coney Island freak shows.
Crackhead Bob.
High pitched Eric.
High pitched.
High-pitched
Yes.
Eric is
High-pitched
great.
Eric.
Yeah,
They're really mean to that guy.
I know. How much did you guys jerk off to Private Parts? Remember that movie?
I actually we
I never
talked
saw
about this a
Private
couple
We used
episodes
to
ago.
jack off to
We would
E.
jack off to the E Howard Stern,
Yes.
where they would have the the
yes.
cameras.
A defining moment in my life was watching E. Howard Stern at night with my mom and one
Your
of my
mom?
buddies
And you were jacking off next to your
And-
mom?
under the blanket. And
No way.
you were no. A gal. We were talking about the different girls of the show, and my buddy was like, "She's hot." I was like, "No, she's not." Blah blah. And then a girl came on. I was like, "Now that's a
masturbating.
woman," and she was trans.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
jacking off
And
to
a light
Howard
bulb.
Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That girl is hot.
Her voice is kind of deep.
That girl's voice.
I want to
is
suck
sexy.
on her Adam's apple.
Yes, and her big knuckles.
Ian,
Was this-
maybe you could smooch me on the lips later.
Robin.
Now this was going on while your mother was in the room.
Yeah, one of them may have called me a fag.
Your mom or your friend?
My mom called me gay a lot.
She did?
Yeah, because I would take a while to get ready.
Oh yeah.
She'd say, "You're such a girl," and I'd say, "Only on the inside."
Yeah.
And when I misbehave as a child, or no, when I'd be whiny as a child, my parents called me Ianetta.
Wow. So
Yeah.
your gender issues are from
But in a way, that's kind of like
Deep.
way, yeah, that's
Deep-rooted.
like way, they're kind of woke in a way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
When I was a
Your parents
kid,
were like, because parents now are like, we're going to sexually abuse our child so they have the freedom to
yeah,
live a life of
choose.
trauma when
yeah,
they're older. Which
and
is,
then when they go into trans, it'll just be reenacting the trauma and
Yeah.
owning it.
We want our kid to grow up so that they can never be fired for any reason.
Yes.
So we're going to sexually abuse them.
Teflon children,
And
they
turn
call
them into a gender freak. So they can be terrible at their jobs.
Which they would kill it on Howard Stern now.
Yeah.
Old school.
They're going to walk into the office day one in a fucking mini skirt with their asshole pierced.
That's awesome.
with a
little bar
with a
through
little-
it.
Yeah, bar through the asshole. Baby rattles on the end of the bar. and then, well, what do you mean I didn't do any work for the last 3 weeks? Are you calling me a fag? They're like, oh no, here's a promotion.
That's so true.
Promotion at school.
And let me
So
tell you
true.
something. As a guy that's fucking never had a job, that's how offices
That's
work.
how they work.
As a guy that's never stepped foot in an office. That's corporate America these days. It's all gone to shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's
It's not like it fucking used to
not
be,
like
man.
how it was back
Yeah.
you know.
When a lady would just sleep with a man for advancement in the
Suck.
corporate world.
I literally worked at when I was a paralegal, I worked at the worst fucking law firm. They were like defrauding people. One of the guys killed himself. Like when
Jesus
they,
Christ.
Yeah, one of the partners blew his fucking brains out.
Holy fuck.
But there was like lawyers literally just like straight up being like, yeah, I mean, if you show me your pussy, I can give you a raise.
Jesus Christ.
And they were like horrible lawyers because they all lived in Maryland, but they were doing law in Florida.
What?
So you had to be like barred in Florida, which is the easiest place to get barred. So it was like
Is it?
the biggest retard
Yeah,
lawyers.
I'm a lawyer in Florida.
Are you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like you know how you get ordained online. And
Yeah.
You can marry your
Nick Mullins, Suck Squire.
the Star Wars
Yeah.
couples you're friends with.
Yeah,
That
Ron
they-
DeSantis will give you the legal degree for not
How
getting the
about
vaccine.
Ron John Santis?
John Santis.
Oh, and he
Yes,
surfs?
I used to have a Ron John sticker on my boogie board.
You don't say.
Next to my No Fear sticker.
Ian's on the level here.
Yeah.
I loved No Fear when I was a fat little child.
No
going,
fear,
yes.
no fear, awesome.
It was
Awesome,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, it was a
No
cool
Fear was
brand.
the
I
best.
had a no fear shirt I got out of a Lost and Found.
Oh,
Yes.
That
incredible.
that I always felt like a fraud. Like people would discover that it wasn't my shirt. I would wear it. I would
It was
constantly live in fear.
you were the talented Mr. Ripley, dude.
Yeah.
And you were just as gay as that character.
No,
also.
I was
yes.
talented. Yes.
You were gay like Mr. Ripley.
No, rip your asshole open.
For having gay sex with it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
but I did. And I did
No,
that
not to
you.
me. To another guy.
To you.
To a guy you had
To
sex
you.
with.
Did you guys see the shirt that said "Does not play well with others"?
Yeah, that's
I had that.
That's good shit, man. What
I
that's-
wanted to make a
You
shirt
know, that's false
just,
advertising. You play great with others.
What was
You
that?
know?
I wanted to.
You're the friendliest guy I know.
The
You're like a little puppy.
The and one guy holding a basketball and just says "suck my fucking dick."
Yeah. I saw
that'd
somebody
be a
do an
cool
edit and then it was like, if I miss this shot, I'll kill myself. I need that shirt, dude.
That one's good.
You remember Big Johnson's?
Yep.
Remember that?
Always wanted those. My mom.
Oh, they were shirts?
Setting himself up.
Yeah.
Nice,
Ian off
dude.
the backboard
Yeah.
to dunk
Ian's
himself.
like, and then crossing something off.
That was a good music cue.
Yeah, Ian giving himself music. Get the fucking wire away from him, man.
It's my wire. No, you turned it down. Come on.
God damn.
I can't. You gotta let Ian be free.
You're right, man.
You gotta let him. You gotta let him walk on jokes with,
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
with the same song the entire episode. It'll never be any different. But as long as it ruins the show, I'm happy.
Yeah,
As
Ian,
long as,
to catch you up, we're trying to fucking sabotage the show, and nothing
Yeah,
we're
we've
doing
been
is
Just,
trying
working.
to tank
it
for
can't
6
go on.
months.
It
Really?
continues to make money, and we
Yeah.
just we hate it.
We
don't
hate
wanna
it.
do
Really?
anymore.
Yeah. So,
Whoa.
It's going on 6 years now.
so that's kind of why we're having you back, is we're kind of letting you
wrap
run
it up.
free. Yeah, just go crazy.
Really?
And
I
that's
think it's gonna backfire.
it is. People love Ian. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But if he's here enough,
We're giving the
like
fans
right now,
a
he's a
treat.
novelty, right?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna come
Every
to the woods
6
with you.
months,
I'm gonna
it's-
come to the woods with you, and we're
Come
gonna
to the
run
woods.
this into the
Yeah.
ground.
I invited you. I fucking invited Ian to come to the woods. This motherfucker's like, I can't. I have to be at Skanks Fest like a day after you're in the woods.
No, you said the 29th to the 4th. I leave the 4th at like 6 a.m.
So you don't have to be there the whole time. You can
I know,
Exactly.
I know. But maybe
what about the 30th?
maybe-
the 31st?
Maybe
the 1st?
Maybe I'll come Monday, Tuesday.
Now we're talking?
Yeah.
There you
Should
go.
I start a podcast called The Legion of Chinks?
Yes. Yes. You're already the king of Chinatown.
Louis would be pissed he didn't think of it first.
I know.
It's just their little like the guy,
That's
the
Louis.
face, but the eyes are.
Yeah.
the fucking
You know how the
straight
NBA,
face.
NBA is like, we got to get into China. That's Lewis's idea of getting into China.
Oh, dude, I'm
He's
gonna
gonna do.
They're gonna love this shit, doggy. They're gonna love it there.
He's like, we're expanding into China and Taiwan.
Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't say that.
He just finds the worst like Asian open micers
Yeah,
to give them a podcast.
Louis General Somez. I think the Legion of Chinks podcast.
That's a great idea, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, folks, if Ian doesn't show up on the Cumtown Retreat podcast episodes coming up,
He's at the Legion. He's at Chinks Fest.
he's yeah, that would be awesome. The MC. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, but anyway, dude, let me just again give you credit for bringing these donuts in. Great stuff.
yeah,
they were
man, sure.
delicious. They had a little salt and pepper
Dude,
thing
Winston
going.
Bakery's the best.
Yeah, shout out to
Winston?
them.
Winston.
Winston.
W-I-N.
Oh,
and
Oh,
Williamsburg.
Taiwanese food. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
great, dude.
The breakfast sandwiches there are very good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess
Not to bring
Adam,
up a sore
Adam knows a
subject.
thing or two about this
Yeah.
place.
What happened?
This anytime he says anything.
It looks
Oh,
like,
you have a.
looks like you have an opinion.
looks
on
like you
that.
got something you want to share.
Make you know I had a rough night.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Adam's got a bunch of bugs all over.
No, it's not
it's
bugs.
mice.
It's mice.
Oh, mice. Yeah.
What?
My
He's got a
apartment
mouse
is riddled
infestation.
with mice right
You
now.
need
I
to
didn't
get a
sleep.
cat.
I didn't sleep. I know. We were
Borrow
saying
Heather
that.
from
That's
Nick.
literally what I said. Is you could take
Is
the
that the
cat.
We were
cat's
saying
name?
that.
His girlfriend. That's what he
Wait, the
called
cat's
cat.
name? Oh yeah, he named the cat Heather. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
There he is again.
We're going up.
Remembering his own minor bits from like a year
I
ago.
love pets.
I was saying, just have his
Yeah,
girlfriend could take the cat for the week, and then let the cat fucking have a job.
Dude.
These mice, dude.
What about Samson? Could he kill a mouse?
Yes.
You think so?
He could.
All
but
cats-
he'd be,
all
he'd
cats
be
can
scared
do
to
it.
go to someone else's house.
But some
Oh.
cats kill them and then drop them on their master's chests while they're sleeping as like a tribute.
Yeah, but you're not the master, so you're some
Could
bitch.
be.
You're some bitch that needs its house.
No, I
cleaned.
need a cat. I need a cat that eats the mice whole. I can't have some
Cats
cat
don't
that's-
eat mice whole.
They just kill
That's
them.
what I need.
Yeah, they just kill them.
Maybe I need a snake.
You need a snake.
I should get a
Dude,
snake.
what if you became a snake guy? That'd be
sick.
awesome.
Fat chance.
You have
Well,
one of
you
those-
should
Adam doesn't have it in
There's
him, dude.
never been a
You should
Jewish
get a
snake guy.
peregrine.
There's
falcon.
definitely been a Jewish snake, guys.
No, we are snakes. We
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
we
You
can't
should
have
get-
an.
You should get some.
But you're
bird of
also
prey
mice.
in your apartment.
should
be
get
awesome.
Yeah.
the glove.
Falcons and
Oh my
fucking
God.
snakes.
Just have it flying around, hunting.
Just bird shit everywhere.
Yeah, but I got rid of the mice. I got rid of the mice.
And then they
I
won't
literally
leave.
did not sleep last night. My dog, I had her in my bedroom. Then the mice showed up under the radiator, kicked her out of my bedroom. Then she started bashing her head into my bedroom door
Jesus.
That's hilarious.
because she wanted to hunt the mouse that was in the bedroom.
Did she kill any of them?
No,
Why don't you let
she's
her
not
hunt
a
the
fucking
mice?
cat. A cat is an apex predator. A dog is an
A
idiot.
dog can't kill
A dog just
mouse.
a dog just runs.
A
its-
dog will just just bark at the fucking radiator, and the mouse will never come out. The cat, however, will just watch it from across the room.
The
until-
cat will
For
torture
hours.
it.
Yeah.
For hours, a cat will just fucking
Yeah,
stake
She
it out.
loves. She'll like fucking. She'll just watch the birds, and her teeth will start like chattering, and her mouth will water. And she'll like it. She just has this instinct to kill things.
The cat won't kill it outright.
Or, you know,
the
you
cat
need-
will let it live a little bit and then fucking torture it, so it
Sometimes,
really
yeah.
feels that slow
Yeah,
Yeah,
death.
they bat it with their little paws.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Oh, it's so cute.
I don't know about that.
Or a little dog. A little dog might be able to kill a mouse.
Little dog. That's just a gay version of a big dog.
No, I don't know. It's smaller.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
like being like
I
a
gotta do
Oh,
something
Ian,
about
you know,
this.
here's the other thing. If you come Monday, you have a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a car now.
Well, here's the other thing.
Well,
You
it's my
might
girlfriend's car.
you might be
She
able to
lets me
get a
drive.
ride. If you need to come,
Yes.
Eldest, I might be able to get you a ride
Eldest
with
is
Eldest.
coming?
Maybe if you come.
No.
I would love
If
Elvis
you
to
come-
come.
Oh my God! Can
There's
I
like
smoke in this
there's gonna
car?
be like 30 people. At the
We
cabin.
should get Eldest on
Who's
the
coming to the
podcast.
cabin?
No, I like it better
Margera.
if
Oh
he's
my
a
God.
mysterious
Bill
figure.
Clinton?
Yeah. We should talk about him more, but he should.
We should have him off
Margera,
mic.
He should never be on
Blue
mic.
Amber,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Just completely naked off mic.
Yeah.
Just us talking about his naked body together.
Yeah. Have you
God,
seen
that
that
really-
picture of Eldest's dick?
Oh my! You have one?
Oh yeah.
It's
Let me see it.
it's the best picture.
No,
of
he's
all
like he's
time.
fully nude. He's like his ass is out. He was running away. It's really funny.
Oh
It's
my
one of those live pictures.
So you can hear a nut slap. if
No,
press
you
it
see his
down.
ass. He's like,
Well, it like perfectly captures the moment that he has to like generate enough force to like reverse the inertia of his big disgusting body. So it's just this like fat turn.
yeah, he's one of the least graceful human
Yeah.
beings of all
Oh my
time.
God, that rules.
Oh,
Right.
man.
No,
I also have
it looks
another-
like when they're trying to like steer the Titanic right before it hits.
Yeah. I also have
Doesn't
another
work.
video of him where he was like, dude, his cat's name was Sumaya. He was like, dude, Sum is doing the cutest thing, right? Clearly, like, it's one of your jokes where it's like you try and like get someone to like
To
click
bait
on
them.
something.
Oh,
And I'm
like when I was like, "Hey, did you see my new tattoo?"
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
pic of my
And
dong.
his pic of his cock.
Yeah.
Fucking Ian piece of shit. Like
That's
I didn't
funny.
open the picture, and then Ian the next day was like, dude, what the hell? Like I sent you the picture. I was like, all right, I've been ignoring Ian. He's been annoying the last few weeks. I'll look at his gay ass picture, and then it was just his cock, and I was like, then this is why you're getting ignored. I was like, and this is exactly why you're going back on the bench, Ian.
Put me in, coach. I'm really gay.
Remember when Tommy Popey had that profile picture where he
Yeah,
like, was
yeah.
his cock, but he
Yeah.
photoshopped
yeah,
thumbs up?
yeah, that's a great. That's
Oh,
a great
fuck.
idea. I'm jealous of that one.
Oh yeah, Pope rules.
Suck me off, coach. I wanna be gay today. Were you molested by a coach ever, Ian?
No,
No.
unless I blacked it out.
Yeah. Well, you didn't play any sports, I guess.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Played baseball growing up. Wrestled, was bad at it,
You didn't get molested by the wrestling coach?
and then no, a kid on the team, and then
You didn't get
no,
molested?
no, I'm
Oh.
kidding. And then I ran cross country in high school.
Oh, shit.
2 years.
Fucking Ian.
Did your rings
Ian
get
Prefontaine.
even bigger? You
No, they're
even-
the same rings.
Oh,
There's
Same
that same
rings,
gay little
But
turquoise
then
ring.
I also have a ska pinky ring.
Oh, nice,
That
dude.
shout out Studebaker medals.
No free
Friends of
plugs,
mine.
no free plugs, no free
plugs.
plugs, no free
What?
plugs, no free
What?
plugs,
Kratom.com.
no free plugs, no free plugs.
no, literally don't do that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
And then I got this. I got a lighter cover.
No, we're
so I
kidding. You
won't
can shout
lose
out
my
your
lighters,
friends. Yeah.
but it's a bit big. There's a bear on it.
Yeah.
And it kind of sticks out in my pocket.
Yeah.
But the turquoise matches my ring, which is nice.
Yeah, you can tell. What's your Studebaker?
What else
Who's that
jewelry?
guy?
Right.
Jeff? Remember Jeff Leach?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Jeff Leach at fucking Stand Up New York one time,
Uh-huh.
and it was like an early show. There was almost nobody there, and he did some joke, and in the joke he like gestured
Yeah.
like this, and all of his like pewter finger armor fell off. Like it just fell off, and then like the 4 audience members there had to like help him collect it.
That is so
Was
fucking
that he was, like,
embarrassing.
He was just like a guy that'd been doing comedy like a year or something.
Yeah,
in the UK.
he just Britished his way
Yeah,
into
no,
fucking
he
great
did. He just-
spots.
Yeah, and then he got like canceled last year, I think.
Didn't he have like one? I think I saw a joke where the punchline was him just saying retard, which respect. I think it was Donald Trump
How
as a
dare
retard.
how dare
No.
he do something?
Really?
Something like that.
No, he used
Can
to
you
have
imagine
his
being so
shirt-
lazy as to
Yeah.
have a joke that you
No,
know.
I respected it.
But yeah, no, he was one of he like did voice acting and was
Oh yeah, he was Ghost.
he was
in
Ghost
Call
in,
of Duty.
in Call of Duty, and
Oh,
then he got
sick.
but they had to
Yeah.
remove him from the game because like he's on some Twitch stream like threatening to rape a woman. Or something.
Wow.
He did some kind of Gamergate thing.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I'm gonna put chainmail in your pussy.
I'm gonna lose my rings up your vagina.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever lost a ring in a woman's pussy, Ian?
No, I'm kind enough to take
You
them
take
off
them
first.
off first. You never
Yeah.
get caught up in the moment.
Never.
You've
Always
never
take 'em
finger
off
popped
first.
with rings on.
Take them off, put them on the shelf, and that's when I go into fuck mode.
What if you have like some kind of impromptu gay encounter?
Put them in your pocket. I mean,
Put it
come
in
on.
your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you get swept up sometimes.
I could see you wearing rings.
I have a pinky ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a week where he bought a bunch of jewelry and shit.
Oh, yeah, the
still
last time we
wear-
hung out, I was like,
first
"Yo,
of all,
eat,"
I
and you're like,
still-
I gotta go get jewelry.
He wears his nameplate.
I wear
It's
jewelry.
nice.
I just don't wear it to the fucking gay ass podcast. What am I, Ian? To
Yeah,
fucking-
this
That's
is not a
because you
visual
fake the
medium.
funk, dude.
to get
You gotta wear
dressed
it
up.
all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, look, it looks nice. This
No.
is my right Italian hand because I got
Yeah,
the bracelet and
bracelet.
the pinky ring
Mm-hmm.
from Studebaker Metals.
Yeah, I forget,
Come on,
I
dude.
forget you're Italian. I guess that explains half the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fidance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fidante.
Because it's weird because
He's not that Italian. Let's fucking relax. He's a fucking white guy from Delaware.
You
Hey,
present
watch your fucking mouth.
you
Yeah,
present as
okay.
like kind of Jewish. I mean, everybody knows
of course, yeah.
So with the jewelry and like the little hamburger beef shirt action, it reads as Canadian. You know what I mean? You know,
Interesting,
because
interesting.
Canadians have that kind of like Sims, Create-A Skater, hodgepodge
Yeah.
culture that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, he's just white trash from Delaware.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
really is, which is fine.
Shout out
We accept
Delaware.
you.
Yeah,
We accept
thank
you. Our mid-Atlantic brother.
That's right.
We have more in
Brother
common
from
with
the
you
north.
than we have with Adam.
You've
Yeah,
been
it's
you've
true.
been doing
I'm
the
a
mustache
foreigner.
too. I just noticed that you've had you
yeah.
have more consistent facial hair than anyone I know.
Yeah, I've had the mustache since like I don't know, like 2005.
2005.
Wow.
But the same kind of mustache too.
Yes.
Never any handlebar stuff. Never
Never.
anything. Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I think you should I think you should dabble.
You've had the mustache for a
No,
while
he
too,
copied
right,
me.
I didn't copy you.
Yeah.
bitch.
He copied me. I had a
I didn't
mustache
copy you
before
at
him.
all.
That's what we.
Copied me.
I
so
didn't
th-
copy
This is why
you
you're salty. You're like,
whatsoever.
oh yeah, what a thing to claim. You
You
copied.
don't. If you've changed
You
your
copied
fucking facial hair a bunch, you had a fucking giant beard for a year.
Yeah.
You had a mustache at points. I grew out a mustache out of trauma, and it was more of a joke. And you know what I said? This looks kind of good, because I had that fucking
Good.
tumor
I'm
in my
glad.
jaw,
I'm glad, and I'm happy for you.
and I would never do it because of you.
It was copying.
It was never copied. You don't own having a mustache. Then you copied Ian. How about that?
I never had that kind of mustache.
Oh, I fucking
2005.
copied you.
I had it first.
It's a good mustache, Ian.
That's-
Thank
yeah.
you, bro.
I can
It's the
only.
classic.
I
It's
didn't
the
copy
Ned
you.
Flanders.
This is my.
Yes.
This is my mustache. I grow a certain type of fucking facial
So
hair.
you've never shaved up.
If anything,
you've
what
never
you-
shaved up under
No,
the
no,
nose.
that's just it grows.
Could
like
you
that.
grow
No,
mutton
I don't
chops?
know. It grows like that. I'm saying, have you ever shaved?
sometimes to fuck
Then
around.
there we go.
No, there's no there we go.
Then there we go.
There is no there we go. You don't always have that. You had that sometimes.
I had for a very long time when I was keeping myself dapper. I had a pencil mustache.
I didn't start with a pencil mustache. I just let the shit grow.
I rewatched The Sopranos. And you know what? I said we're not taking this away. In the middle, I said I want the Artie Bucco. I want the mustache of the coolest character on the show.
Yeah, he never had to do crime to be cool.
No, but he had that. He did take his hunting rifle to Tony that one time.
Yeah, and he pussed out
That would have been so awesome if the show ended right there.
because Tony's mom
Yeah,
suggested.
Olivia Hader.
After what he did to your restaurant?
She really is a fucking cunt.
That's the Adam of the show.
I can't say anything.
Nobody cools. Everyone wants me dead.
Dude, the first time I met you was at Funny Moms
Really?
years ago when
Oh,
it was
at
in like
Bergen.
Bergen.
old
At
Funny
Bergen.
Moms.
yes, and unbeknownst to both you and I, Nick.
That's for a long. No, because you were cool with Ian before I was. Because I
Really?
yeah.
I thought you guys knew each other before me. You,
No,
you
'cause
had been here
we'd
before
done
me.
shows together, and I was
Right.
like casually,
Okay,
and then
I
you were
see.
the one that was like, that guy Ian's crazy. Because I guess I didn't get that read on you. I thought you were just a normal person.
Oh
in
yeah, I
comedy.
knew from
I'm
the
not?
from the jump
Yeah.
what we were dealing with
Yeah,
here.
you're like, no,
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy's a freak. Yeah, no, I remember me and you, the first time me and you had a real conversation. It was a fucking Laughing Devil.
Yo, that's right.
And,
yes.
and drinking hand sanitizer in the airport, and then trying to buy crack at a
bus.
nightclub.
I didn't. It wasn't crack. It was coke, and then heroin. But the guy didn't pick up his phone.
Wow, good.
And I was like,
Lucky
what the
you.
fuck happened? Because I was like bored. I was instantly like, how can you go like a year and then have something you're like, I was just bored.
I wasn't bored. I stopped doing everything that I did to keep me sober.
Well, you said you were in an airport and your flight got delayed, so you just bought a beer.
Right, yeah, but it was a bunch of stuff that like led up.
Yeah,
to
that's
that.
that's the
relapse
the tipping
happens
point.
before the first drink.
wow.
Oh.
That's
Damn.
good to
I
know.
love how much like
Turn the volume up.
I love
so I, can
I
hit
love
another
how
song.
much like program bullshit is baked into your head.
It's good, man. It's
No,
keeping
but
it
I mean
alive.
it's like the truth.
That is the
you know?
truth.
Is it?
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
I don't know.
Totally.
I'm not a 12-step guy.
No, but you can apply it to anyone. Can apply it to their life. You know.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me, dude, because I definitely you prepare yourself to relapse.
Totally.
You get mentally you're like
Totally.
yeah,
And then
it's-
you start listing out the excuses or reasons why.
Yeah.
And then it's just off to
And
the
then once
races.
it's one little
Yep.
break, you're like, yeah, this is the fun.
Dude, the slightest
I'm doing
bad thing could
fine.
happen, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in it.
Yeah. And then you're like, I can handle this. It's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Totally.
best.
Oh, my God.
When you're like, it's not a big deal. I can fucking smoke a little weed.
yeah. And then you do it, and everything's fine. You're like, I can do
What
it
the
again.
fuck?
And then that's when it goes to
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but the real whatever. I mean, who gives?
No, but I
No.
mean, like, all that stuff is really good, and you can apply it to your life to not, the goal is to not drink. The goal is to live a life where you don't think drinking will make it better. You know?
Yeah.
Like, drinking is like one of the least of my problems. I have to work on a bunch of other stuff in order to just be like on the level.
Right.
And if I'm not on the level, then a drink seems like a better idea.
Absolutely.
I think
You
that
know.
makes a lot.
I'm
of
jealous
sense.
because
Yeah.
I'm jealous because that's how I feel about just eating like a unhealthy meal.
Totally.
But the problem is I have to eat every fucking day.
I know, dude, I really feel for
I have
that.
to have a little
Yeah.
fucking snack.
It's wild
every
that
day.
that's not how being fat works. That you could just stop eating for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like,
'Cause
you
then
have
what-
to do
Yeah,
it.
you have to
because
like
physiologically,
you have to do crack
what the fuck
3
is-
times a day.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck is the
You have to do a
point?
good version of
You
crack.
have to do the good crack 3 times a day.
yeah. It sucks, dude.
You have to keep doing
You
a
have to do
little crack,
but just the right amount.
The right
just,
amount of crack.
Just a little bit of crack.
Keto crack.
Yeah.
damn, that sucks, stuff.
It's my cross to bear.
It really does, dude. I really fucking
Hey,
feel
what are you
for
gonna
that
do?
Because it's like a thing of it. Once it gets in your system, you're like, well, why don't I know for me, if I have anything in front of me, I have to do, like food. I'm like, oh, I got to eat all of it.
Or a man's penis.
Yeah, I got to eat all of it.
Or all our if our dicks were all out, how long would it take before you started sucking one of them?
One way to find out. Why don't we make this a visual podcast?
That would be cool.
Honestly, that's the one thing that could end the podcast, just because it'd be so
Yeah.
weird
What, all of us
afterwards.
If
blowing
Ian
each other
sucks,
on mic?
no,
If Ian
you
just
sucking
sucked
all
the
3
three
of
of
our
our
cocks.
dicks.
We're not sucking any cock.
Just like
it was just
truly ending the show in a Cumtown.
yeah.
that would be just like Ian was fucking bobbing on one of us and going skiing on the other one. Just fucking, it would be like that was weird.
Yeah.
dude.
That's,
that was
They keep trying to
fucking
play
weird.
music to make it
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
I don't know what that was.
That's disgusting.
going
That's truly vile.
I'm genuinely
Even for me.
disgusted.
I
What?
think that's our ticket out, boys.
Nick's saying that, but his mouth is watering and
Yeah.
his dick is hard.
Yeah, there's a
yeah, he's
bowl
What
got
the
a
hell?
fucking lump.
Those pantaloons are getting pretty tight.
Well,
Nicholas.
I shit myself out of fear. It curved up. That would be a cool move, dude. Is like you see a girl you like, like in the club or whatever, and you
Yes.
just tactically shit into
to make your cock look
into your
huge.
dick area. What? You lay like a turd down.
Yeah,
the
like
inside. And she's
Yeah.
like, damn.
like the way butterflies are trying to make themselves look like bigger predators, you know, with their
Yeah,
patterns.
Right.
Pop
You
it.
just
No, no,
shit,
no,
down-
no.
you shit halfway
your
down
body.
your knee.
Oh.
It's just your body's fight or flight response to seeing pussy.
Yeah. You take her home, and then you're like putting the shit in.
in the condom.
Yeah.
You stuff a condom full of the shit, your dick
Yeah.
is taking up like 1/3 of
Yeah.
it.
She's like, "What's that smell?" You're like, "It's your pussy." Your pussy smells bad, so your pussy smells like fucking shit.
You nasty cunt.
Dude, when have you guys ever been skydiving?
No.
Oh.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
I feel bad for that guy that had to do tandem with you.
Team building exercise.
knowing any better?
Let's do it. It's so fun. But dude, we were in the plane and the instructor is like, we always like to tell jokes right before we jump out. So if something happens, you die laughing. We're
Oh,
like,
God.
okay. And the guy goes, How do you get a fag to fuck a chick? Show shit in her pussy.
Are you fucking
I
serious?
swear to God, dude. And we're like, what the fuck? And we're strapped onto this guy.
That's so awesome.
That really does cut the tension. That's crazy. Why is that the joke? I thought it was going to be a skydiving joke.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Dude, this fucking exterminator that came Saturday, he was like putting down fucking poison powder, and he's like, yeah, the mouse will rub up against it. It's like this old man from fucking Bensonhurst. It's like, yeah, the mouse will rub up against it. It'll die later on. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to hunt for dead mice.
Yeah, it's
all
gonna
around my
smell like
apartment.
shit in my fucking wall.
Like, what happens if your
just
dog
put
gets
traps
into it?
out?
My friend's apartment, somehow a bird got stuck in the wall. So it was like,
That happened to me. It got stuck in my exhaust fan.
and then it just died in there.
And then it probably smelled
And then
horrific.
the apartment was disgusting.
But anyway, he was just trying to tell jokes through the whole thing, and they were just the worst. He was like, you know what they say, mice don't have a good sense of, they can't see well. Of course, there's the famous nursery rhyme, 3 blind, and then he just waited for us. And I was just like, can you get out of my fucking apartment now?
What was it?
He's got 3 blind. I'm so mad right now.
What was the punchline, dude?
3 blind mice, I guess. He's like, I guess that's why they have that nursery rhyme. It wasn't even fun. It wasn't. I don't know why.
Punchline?
He was like, yeah, and if you've ever seen the life of Brian Monty Python, it's always look on the bright side of.
Nice.
Yeah, I said that's what I said to him.
You should have been like, how do you get a fag to fuck a woman?
Wait, so he just made you do puns that didn't make any sense?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
You kind of got alpha there.
Dude, and he didn't do shit. And now he probably brought more mice into the apartment.
Yeah. It is funny that you got a little Fievel situation going on in your place.
That's when Stav and I were joking around at Funny Moms last night about how that we have mouse in my apartment. We have these little Holocaust
Time to
Jews.
go. Gotta get Christoph Waltz in there.
Yeah.
Get these motherfuckers out.
We gotta hunt these bastards.
Yeah, and you better not have a Shoshana in there.
There's a movie about
revoir.
Stav and his people called 5.5, and it's small dick mice.
5.5. That ain't nothing to fucking laugh.
He wishes.
I love a nice 5. Listen, 5.5 is the base. We could get up to 6 times. Okay.
Wait, you're 5.5 soft?
What?
Yeah, I'm 5.5 soft and hard. I'm 6 inches. It only goes up a half inch.
He's a shower, not
That
a
would be
grower.
awesome, dude. I would love that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rules.
This dick is for show.
This
not
dick is for
go.
show. That would be perfect for me, dude. I just need to fucking show off the little hog. Nah, dude, my dick looks horrible soft. My dick looks
I've seen
horrific
it plenty
soft,
of
dude.
Yeah.
I need to get a.
That was 4th of July. What now? 6 years ago. We had to go up
yeah.
on the roof.
Yep. Take pictures
A
of
little
me
photo
with,
shoot.
this,
Yeah.
with a sausage covered.
Halfway through, I'm just enjoying the fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like shivering,
I'm cold as shit. My
Yeah.
dick is out. I'm holding sparklers.
and I'm like, "Damn, New York is great."
We're
like a movie.
We're with Peter Muth, right?
Yeah,
I love that guy.
yeah. What happened? He lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah,
He lost a bunch of weight. He stopped drinking.
yeah.
He lost a bunch of weight. Yeah,
Good for him.
shit's going good.
Dude, you came over to take pictures as like Thor at my
Yes.
apartment with D.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you had to get naked and you like moved your leg and I was like, that's your penis. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. And then you covered it with a little cape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little opera kid.
I didn't want you to get too fucking horny. Okay, Ian. He's trying to give himself the fucking
I had
the
to
music.
play myself off. That was a terrible story.
It's all right, man.
Yeah. Well,
You-
my
the pro-
exterminator story wasn't very good.
Ian, you're coming at this the whole wrong way. There's no wrong.
There's no
bad stories.
Yeah,
here.
there's just filling
There is
time.
just
In fact,
taking
we
an
got
hour
about 15
up.
minutes left, and I'm gonna try and name all of the different flavors of the Quaker rice cakes.
Caramel for sure. Apple. There's the apple
ones. But those are the old school.
They have the
ones.
savories.
Those are the ones I
too.
remember.
Those are the ones. But yeah. So now I'm getting nostalgic for the old school. 'Cause There used to only be a couple of flavors.
Cheese. They had the cheese.
Now it's all over the place. They got like movie theater popcorn butter.
right.
Yeah.
Which
Wait,
is really
Quaker
good.
rice cakes?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a vestige of me being a fat child in Weight Watchers.
Yeah, it's
Having
healthy.
those.
You actually did Weight Watchers?
With my mother, yes.
And so how does that work? It's a
Oh,
point
that's so
system.
sweet.
It's a point system, and they give you they tell you kind of what you can and can't eat roughly, and you just weigh in every week.
Did you ever do sweating to the oldies with your mother?
Absolutely, my mom loved that thing. Dude.
She loves it.
What's his name? Richard Lewis?
Richard Simmons was fucking out and about in my house.
You like sweating to the
I
oldies?
literally did sweating to the oldies when I was like 4 years old with my mother.
Those info.
so
what
cute.
happened to that
Oh
guy,
my
dude?
God.
Dude, there's a great podcast. He disappeared, and people were trying to find
there was
hunt
a
him
podcast
down.
about it. Yeah.
Now your brothers weren't fat,
They were chubby,
They're
yeah.
hefty.
but you were the only one on Weight Watchers.
Nick is a little chubby.
Well, Nick's gotten actually in great shape now.
He's
'cause
in good
his
shape?
wedding's coming up, so he's gotten kind of like
He's jacked now.
yeah. Or he
Wow.
was. I haven't seen him in a while, but he was looking fucking good and solid.
Take your shirt off.
Shout out to Nick
Yeah.
Halkias.
His
No,
brother.
not this Nick.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, my brother Nick.
Take your shirt
Yeah.
off.
They would,
Take your shirt out. Take your dicks out.
they would never compliment me.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room and say something we like about each person.
No, we're not doing
Oh,
that.
I'd love to.
We already did that. I said you look kind of Jewish and Canadian.
That was nice.
But
That's
it's
true.
actually 'cause
That was a
you're-
good compliment.
And I said
'cause
Nick
you're a
was gay.
Dago.
that was a
Yeah.
nice compliment.
I
too.
said Stav copied my mustache.
Yeah, and I called Nick gay and
Well,
lied
here's
and
the
said
thing,
he's
is
lying
here's what
about
the-
that.
here's
This
what the
is
audience
cuddle
doesn't-
puddle love hour.
The
right
audience
now.
doesn't realize is I gave Stav a couple pieces of Toblerone before the show
That's
started.
true.
Yeah.
And outside of that, we don't really speak.
No. We have a system down.
But that's friendship.
That's French. I
That's the closest it
smiled
gets.
at the Toblerone, and I think in that moment Nick understood what he means to me.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a dark chocolate.
That's
Toblerone?
just
dark
close.
chocolate.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
Because I've been talking about it for a while. I've been meaning to try it myself. If I
Right.
did.
Toblerone?
I could have eaten that entire thing last night, but I said, you know what? I'll save a couple. I'll save a amount for Stav that is not an insulting amount,
right?
But-
The right
where it doesn't feel like I'm enabling him.
Yes.
But also he gets to participate in the dark chocolate
Yep.
Toblerone.
That's
That's
right.
very kind.
Yeah, it
and
was very
thoughtful.
good.
Well, it's diplomatic. I don't know if there's a difference.
Yes, dude.
In fact, in some ways, it's less.
It's friendship algorithm.
He's like, Stav's been good. Stav's been good recently.
In Nick's
It's
binary
time for a
code mind.
drink. That'll balance out the sheet.
yeah, he has got a program on his Apple Watch that tells him
Yeah.
nice or bad today, nice or mean.
I would love that. Dude.
Yeah.
Insult or compliment.
If Apple made a little devil it's a devil and an angel.
Yeah, exactly.